block to B-Eazy Dat Dude. B-Eazy Dat Dude, yeah, they know the name. Stacking up the paper, but having money ain't a thing. Standing on business, burning hotter than a flame. From the block to the boardroom, you gotta stand the rain. B-Eazy Dat Dude, yeah, they know the name. Stacking up the paper, but having money ain't a thing. Standing on business, burning hotter than a flame. From the block to the boardroom, you gotta stand the rain. Big block engine with 26 inches on the chrome I ride. Started at the bottom, soared to the top and still on the ride. Air handshake solid, seal the deal airtight. He gave you the blueprint to grind and get your hustle right. Money in the vision, it was dirty but he washed it clean. Turned a dollar to a dream, now he living like a king. From the late nights grinding to the early bird moves. Ask around the city, he really that dude. He love how he talk it cause he walk it too. Every step calculated, everything come through. From the hood by the views, yeah, the rooftop views. He the bridge between the struggle and the good life views. Never fold under pressure, shine like a diamond in the sun. Every loss was a lesson, every win is hard won. Now the crowd chant his name when he steps in the room. B-Eazy Dat Dude, yeah, you know he's the truth. B-Eazy Dat Dude, yeah, they know the name. Stacking up the paper, but having money ain't a thing. Standing on business, burning hotter than a flame. From the block to the boardroom, you gotta stand the rain. B-Eazy Dat Dude, yeah, they know the name. Stacking up the paper, but having money ain't a thing. Standing on business, burning hotter than a flame. From the block to the boardroom, you gotta stand the rain.
Yeah, yeah. Listen up. It's B-Eazy Dat Dude, the great. He ain't fake, he one of the real guys. Spitting fire every stream. You been late to the party, now it's time to realize. From Pittsburgh to around the world, yeah, the flow is elite. Every beat that he slide on turns into straight heat. Came up from the grind, selling box on a laptop, running up a bag, feel like he hit the jackpot. Got the luxury visions, ambition vivid, never bluff. Person's progress, persevere when the going gets tough. B-Eazy Dat Dude, got stripes in the game. Every rhyme, every line, they gon' remember the name. From the streets to the stage, the energy don't fade. Legend in the making, yeah, history's what he's laid. Mic in his hand, heart in the flow and soul on every beat. Dropping knowledge, power, bravado, his legacy complete. Hustle, amplified, lyrics electrified, that's the truth. B-Eazy Dat Dude, established with certified proof. Feel the bass, feel the vibe, let it ride through the crowd. All the words, every hook, man, he keeps making us proud. King of his lane, rising above every feud. All hail the one and only, one and only, one and only. B-Eazy Dat Dude. Yeah. Yeah.
Young Leaper.
I got a bad bitch with me. I got the bad niggas envy. You got a bunk bitch, huh? I love when the bad bitches hit me. They love when I'm bagging them 50. They love when I'm grabbing that shimmy. They love when I'm bagging them 50. They love when I'm grabbing that shimmy. I got a bad bitch with me. I got the bad niggas envy. You got a bunk bitch, huh? I love when the bad bitches hit me. They love when I'm bagging them 50. They love when I'm grabbing that shimmy. They love when I'm bagging them 50. They love when I'm grabbing that shimmy. All legit, no counterfeit. Don't believe me, go and ask your bitch. I'ma treat the hoe like a Huffy bike and had her leaning like activists. 2 and 3, some savages. Niggas know who Young Lavish is. I'ma do it like Nike. That's why you niggas can't stand the kid. 2 and 3 be the click, bitch. Jay-Z my other brother. I can get the shit from the block, boy. I don't fuck around with you other suckers. Life came like a lifesaver. My autograph and her vibrator. I'm shaking shit. I shake the bitch. I hate the bitch like an hour later, I shake the bitch, I hate the bitch like an hour later, I shake the bitch, I hate the bitch like an hour later. I got a bad bitch with me. I got the bad niggas envy. You got a bunk bitch, huh? I love when the bad bitches hit me. They love when I'm bagging them 50. They love when I'm grabbing that semi. They love when I'm bagging the 50. They love when I'm grabbing that semi. I got a bad bitch with me. I got the bad niggas envy. You got a bunk bitch, huh? I love when the bad bitches hit me. They love when I'm bagging the 50. They love when I'm grabbing that semi. They love when I'm bagging the 50. They love when I'm grabbing that semi.
I might pull up on your block, whipping and hit me, gripping and send me. I'm on one cause I've been sipping some Remy. These bitches wanna chew because that pimpin' is in me. It ain't on me and I ain't never been no phony. If I can't get no money with you, then we can't be homies. Ran a few racks up, had to get it by my lonely. I didn't hit it before, now shorty wanna give me some more like Buster. Damn, that ass shake like jam, that's why I call her Smucker. She just call me daddy every single time I fuck her. Get up in that box and hit it hard, it might rupture. Now she soaking wet and then she wanted me to ass fuck her. After I eat that pussy up just like the Last Supper. I shown so much love, now I don't feel the hate. Yo nigga rap cool, but he's still a fake. I came about the mud and start dealing weight. Now I'm invested in stocks and real estate. My bitch gon' ride for me even if the wheels are break. I be killing shit from the wilderness like a wildebeest. If it's a play to make it, I'ma be smashing up quickly. You hit my line, then I decline when I'm bagging up 50s. Easy.
Ayo, who is that dude? Oh girl, that's just B-Eazy. Oh boy, that's just B-Eazy. Well, who is B-Eazy? Oh, you ain't know he been a pro, for show, all about the dough. He been running up them racks and still trying to get some more. He really one of them ones, his presence so pivotal. So hell yeah, he that dude, this is unequivocal.
Turn your radios up. Turn your radios up. Y'all know what this is. Y'all know who this is. B-Eazy Dat Dude, a doubleheader stream, back with another one. This one is gonna be a banger. Some special guests should come through, so it will be a doozy. Now, I don't like to keep y'all waiting, but my guests are keeping me waiting. So before we get this thing started, I gotta hit you.
私も地元民と言っても自分は世代です。もう友達できたの？うん。ぶったまんまこっち見ろ。
This promethazine got me leaning like a cholo in the club. I'm 20 deep. I don't be riding solo. Pull some bad bitches, they vanilla and cocoa. They wanna take some photos when we kick it out in Soho. Chicks are showing tits and popping pussy for my promo. Told them like juvenile, baby, move it for me slow-mo. Then I'm right back to the block, cause I keep getting moto. I be flipping, not shrinking. I don't give a fuck about no ho, no ho. This nigga name ain't D-Lo, but pimpin' these bitches just stacking his green. Forever be my stilo. This is B-Eazy Dat Dude. In the trap making pass smooth. If I ever go broke, then I'm about to pull a jack move. Since a nigga healthy, I don't even gotta worry. With my bitch from Fiji, eating tandoori and chicken curry. That ism is really indie. My pimp game international. I design my own clothes, so I be always looking fashionable. Here's a couple facts about me that y'all didn't know. Some of y'all be getting bread, but I be getting bigger, dawg. I got bigger guns and a whole lot of bad.
And we are activated. And now, so in Big Rig, I see Chakra King. I see Sincere. Where the hell is Big Rig? Oh, I've been here, nigga. How the fuck am I supposed to know? I don't see you here. So I'm gonna drop this link for Big Rig and for the bro John. Y'all said y'all was gonna be ready at 8. I said the stream was starting at 8:45, and what time is it? 8:45. Right on time. Right? So let's get into it. So you was rushing the link, so you should be up here in 30 seconds. And matter of fact, I got a 30-second thing. Hold on. Hold up. Where you at, Big Rig? So before we get this thing started, I'm waiting for the guests, but we gonna have a grown man dialogue off the cuff. The nigga said he been here, but where you at? Where you at? But salute to Sincere, salute to Chakra King. And bang.
Don't get it confused, no need for consternation. It's time to sit down and relax to this grown man conversation. Uncensored, unfiltered, punches we don't pull back. We standing on business, no time for the bull crap. We the dopest, hotter than a fire log. So please like, comment, and share this grown man dialogue.
There he is after a few minutes, you know what I mean? Was rushing the link, and then he's finally here. Where the hell is John at, though? John said he was going to be ready at 8. It's 8:48. But, you know, salute to John, salute to Big Rig, Sincere, Chakra King, and all of y'all who came back for the double header.
Hey, I know we on your we on your platform and everything, but we ain't finna start off with that, bro. We was just speaking, and I told you to drop that god dog link, man. And you over here, you know what I'm saying, acting like you didn't know I was back here, you know what I'm saying, waiting and shit.
I didn't know you was there. I thought you.
I'm like, man, this nigga got the never-ending intro. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck. I'm waiting on the
technically.
the
I said the show starts at 8:45.
You did.
So I usually try to run it until right into the time it's gonna start. So that's technically like not supposed to be part of the show. But you know, but yeah, if I would have known you was in the chat, I would have already dropped it, and I would have cut that way shorter. I actually was prolonging it because I was trying to wait for you and John to pop up. So
yeah, that's what you said. That's
miscommunication.
That's why, you know.
Yeah, because I seen you know, bro. So I was like, where the hell is Big Rig? Because I didn't just want to drop the link just for any random.
No, for sure.
Yeah, so that's all it was.
That's why I hit you and let you know that I got the link, so you can go ahead and 86 it if you want.
Bam. But I still need I'm still waiting for John. I don't know if John is gonna have any issues.
Well, you know, John kind of comes around different, you know what I'm saying? So he may be, 15 minutes or so. Who knows?
Yeah, bro arrives different. Yeah.
John arrives different. There you go.
That's what's up. Yeah. So this one, you know, I wanted to do, you know, just kind of a off the cuff, you know, having a grown man dialogue about some random discussions that, you know, we can give a broader perspective on. And since this one is off the cuff, the questions that I have, you know what I mean, you know, like we gonna be thinking about our answers and our responses on the fly. But for the sake of getting, you know, as much substantive content as possible, you know, once we kind of exhaust, okay, cool, we then kind of talked about the nuances, the rabbit holes of this discussion, you know, then we can, you know, kind of pivot to a different question, even though I know the particular discussions will bring up, you know, various rabbit holes. So I'm a create, each time I bring up a discussion, I'm gonna create a banner for it so that when I pull it up, you know, the people that are viewing, they know what we talking about. So we just gonna get right into this thing. This is a grown man dialogue. This is just gonna be the first episode. I'm thinking about doing a reoccurring type installment of this, where we, have these discussions and give a grown man perspective, not the goofy type perspective, not the sector, not the sassy type stuff, just some intellectual, stuff coming from some people that have a urban background, an educational background, from various racial, ethnic, cultural backgrounds as well. So I'm gonna hit you with the first question and shout out to the Egyptian goddess. How you been, Egyptian?
Yeah, shout out
goddess?
to the chat, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat.
And even though this is a grown man dialogue, this will be a grown man centered discussion. However, we always appreciate the perspective of the lovely ladies. So, Big Rig, I'm going to hit you. I'm going to cue this first question up. And I would love for the chat, because we interact and engage here. There was somebody that came over to my chat earlier, was like, please, could I get a shout out? I gave them a shout out, and then they didn't say nothing else. They wanted a shout out. They wanted to get put on the Summer Jam screen. They wanted to get put on.
And then they got up out of there.
Got up out of here. You know how it be, but it just be funny. But you know how it is. So, Big Rig, I'm going to come to you straight off the cuff, Big Rig, with this question. And y'all can let me know in the chat. Is crying in front of your kids a sign of strength or weakness?
It depends, bro. I'm not really big on crying myself. But sometimes, shit happens, bro. It's good to, say your kids are around, you know what I'm saying? And say you may have a moment you may be thinking about, maybe a parent or somebody close that may have passed, maybe a song comes on, whatnot, it may kind of send you through a little bit of emotions and you may let off, maybe a few tears or whatnot. It's good to go ahead, if your kids are around and they see that, for you to kind of explain that, especially me, as a man, I would explain it, you know what I mean? Like, not saying anything's wrong, right? I would never just say, hey, whoopty whoop, that's kind of wild, you know what I'm saying? Because people are people. So, you don't know what can trigger them or, cause them to, maybe, have an emotion and cry or whatnot, so I can't be the author of that book, you feel me? But with myself though, I would definitely, I don't see it as a weakness in no type of way, bro. If you out here just crying and shit and whining and, acting like a little broad or something, you know what I'm saying? Just, certain things don't maybe, align in life and you kind of just cry, you know what I mean? Like, that's a whole different story, bro. There's all kind of different dynamics to that.
Got you, because I did hear you say as a man. Now, some people would think that, hey, you may have a male perspective and you may have a gender bias. So do you think that it's okay for potentially women to cry in front of the kids, but men shouldn't do that? Or is this your perspective? Is that across just your parental spectrum, right? It's like, for instance, if there's a mom crying, sometimes people say, like, because you did say crying like a broad, which I agree with, right? That's what, they've depicted as. Like, for instance, if my sisters were crying, it's like, oh, okay, they're girls, right? But then if it was boys, it was like, man, what you whining about? You see what I'm saying? Like, there would be a different level of treatment based on which kid was crying. So do you think that pertains to crying in front of your kids as well? Like, as a man, you shouldn't do that. But if a mother is crying in front of their kid, that somehow is different.
It is different. It is different. I kind of like what S3 just said. She says, I don't like crying in front of children. I believe it scares them, but in remembrance of someone special, that's different. That's a fact, S3. That's kind of where I was, speaking on when I was, talking about, a situation, if I happen to drop some tears or whatnot. But women are different, bro. They're definitely more emotional. You know what I'm saying? They can cry over, a movie. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's definitely different, man. I think that, growing up, I think we probably seen our mom, drop tears a lot more than we've seen our fathers do it. You know what I mean? So, you know, I think that
I mean, I never seen my pops drop no tears.
there it is. There, you know what I'm saying?
Mom Dukes though, and then now the way is the discussion is being framed, I didn't really think anything of it, right? Like, of course you don't want to see your mom crying, but it's like you expect it, and then you like, I'm here for your mom, right? But then if it's like a man crying, it's kind of like, hey, let me leave bro alone. You know what I mean? Not because I want to neglect him. It's just like if B or Big Rig is crying, it's like it's probably something, you know, really volatile, really stressful that got him to that point. And sometimes, let's be honest, Big Rig, you know, we kind of want to be left alone. Like, let me sort through this. And then when I come down, then we can come and maybe we can dab and we can drink and talk about it. But in the midst of the tears pouring down, it's like, bro, you kind of got to let Big Rig or let B do his thing. And it's not that I'm neglecting you. It's just more so I'm respecting you more than anything. What you think about that?
That's a fact. And I definitely agree with that. And I was actually, as you were speaking about that, it was bringing me back to like my childhood, bro. You know, when we used to always kind of drink, you know, when you was younger, you know, that was like kind of your first thing, right? Was like kind of hella drinking and shit. And, you know, when me and my partners and shit, we would drink, it would always be a certain amount of partners, bro, that, you know, they'd get hella like drunk or whatnot, and they would start crying, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what the fuck, bro, but like certain shit would just kind of set them off. I don't know if things were just going on in their life or whatnot, but I used to trip on that, bro, because like I seen it a few times, you know what I mean? And I just kind of let them do their thing, bro. But I noticed that though, bro. Like, you know, alcohol, you know, it'll bring out a whole different side.
They do call it a truth. They call it a truth serum, right?
Right.
But I'm just
talking about with dudes crying, and you know, this is you know, your hood partners, you feel me? Like, you know what I'm talking about? And like, you know, you just get off that drink or whatnot, next thing you know, this motherfucker lightweight tearing up on some shit, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, once you start reflecting on things, because, you know, sometimes we do engage in a lot of escapism, right? We have a lot of issues. So sometimes we say, hey, I'm finna go slide up on this shorty, right? So if you get in some sloppy toppy, or, you know, you slide in some slippery vagina, right? You ain't gonna be thinking about all the issues that you deal with, but you keep trying to mask and drown your issues in a bottle or a bag of weed or a pack of pills, or it could be a woman, or, you know, you just shopping and stuff. But then when you have time to sit down and settle with what your life has actually come to, what difficulties, tribulations, ailments you're dealing with, it could get extremely stressful. There's something called the diseases of despair, where a lot of people pass away or have sicknesses based on the stressful nature of their life, right? Knowing that, hey, I'm a parent and, you know, I may not be able to put your kid through college, or, you know what I mean? You have more kids, and, you know, you got your family crammed in a tight house, and you're stressed that you can't afford a bigger house, right? These types of things, people kind of drown themselves out. Here, let me gamble, right? I knew a dude that was addicted to gambling. I always seen that, and I was like, bruh, like, that's some goofy shit. Like, how could you be addicted to gambling? Like, you know, people understand. Well, you don't understand, but, you know, when people are addicted to crack, you say, okay, that's a hard drug. You do have some understanding, but then you kind of don't, because you say, shit, I would never be a crackhead, but you never say never, right? But I knew a person that was a gambler, right? And he was addicted to gambling, and it was so much that bro was even asking his co-workers to borrow money and stuff. And I was like, bro, what? But he said he was always good for the money, so it kept enabling them, right? If I'm like, hey, Big Rig, let me hold $200, right? And then you let me hold $200, but then I always pay it back. So then I can always just keep coming back. Big Rig, you know I'm good for it, bro. I gave you,
and you would be good for it off top. Hey, shit, you good with me.
But then it enables you, because then you know that I always have a loyal pot to go back to. So that's kind of fueling the addiction, and that's what some people call enabling. Now, you may just be trying to be a good Samaritan, but I'm just saying, like, a lot of these things which lead to the escapism, which could lead to some people having an ultimate breakdown, whether it's in front of their kids or whether it's in front of their homies. And You know, it's not really gender bias. It doesn't matter if you grew up in the hood. It doesn't matter if you grew up with a silver spoon, you know, because as human beings, we are emotional creatures. Some are more emotional than not, right? We're all filled with emotions, right? When somebody say I'm not emotional, but they start yelling and getting angry, anger is an emotion, right? If they go and see a beautiful chick and they're hella happy because they got a baddie, happiness is an emotion.
Absolutely.
Same thing if you're breaking down crying. So when people say they're overly emotional, it's like you're just referring to a different emotion. Some people may be overly sad and that's their emotion that they may be overdoing it. But you may be overly happy just trying to pretend, you know what I mean? Like, you know, this is a utopia and nothing is going on in the world, right? So you're overdosing on happiness. You're just as emotional as the sad person. It's just a different emotion. But let me get to the comments and then I'm going to pivot to the next question. And shout out to Sunlight, the Florida fam. I appreciate you, Sunlight. And I'll definitely want y'all to chime in. Frank Nitty, Mr. Gritty, what it do? Everything is a case-by-case basis. However, it's not good to teach our sons that crying is for girls only. We're all human. This for you, Big Rig.
It's a fact.
Okay, so you wouldn't be like trying to scold your son if you see
No,
him
I just said that. Absolutely not. Now, see, it depends now, right? You know,
yeah, because some of us were grown up like that, where like some of our uncles was like, you better not cry, you ain't a little girl. And sometimes you might even get hit or punched in the chest.
We was all told
crying.
that. We was all told that, bro. But the thing is my parenting is different than that, right? I know as a man and everything, and as a young boy growing up, you know what I'm saying, that I really wasn't really with the crying shit. And if I did, right, it was to myself, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't really around anybody. I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Like you would never know, you know what I'm talking about? So like if say there was a situation, man, say my son was always kind of like emotional like that, for one, I'd have a conversation with him and let him know, you know what I'm saying? Like I said I said on my platform about the best class I ever took was conflict resolution. You know what I'm saying? I would give them some game, you know what I mean? To where certain things you just don't have any fucking control of, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, after that, you know, I would just basically just let them know, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay to, you know, feel a certain way or whatnot, but crying ain't always the answer, bro. You dropping tears and shit like that ain't gonna change anything. Like sometimes a good explanation, bro, it can go a long way. Instead of just telling them, hey, man, you know what I'm saying? We don't fucking cry. We don't fucking, man, you know, whatever you would say,
like
right?
You said, Big Rick, just as said we don't cry, you always explain the why.
Absolutely, man.
Have to explain.
I'm
the why.
big on that, bro. Like I don't look when I talk to my son or whatever, bro. I try to be as clear as possible. Like if I'm saying something and it just looks like there may be a little look of confusion, bro, when I'm, you know what I mean, I'm gonna break that shit down, my nigga. Like we gonna have a really good understanding, bro. You know what I'm saying? Ain't gonna be nothing left to be.
And you're supposed to ask them back too, like
absolutely,
like,
bro.
Did you understand it? And they should be able to give a verbal confirmation and at least some level of a recount of what you just said, because they may have heard you, but they don't always retain the information, which means they didn't learn anything. They only learn if they're able to repeat the information back to you. You know what I mean? And this where it gets comfortable, because people, you know, sometimes they don't want to listen to other parents or people who don't have kids, or, you know, people of different backgrounds and things. And I get it, right? So I just say, hey, just be the best parent that you can be. You know what I mean? Have some introspection, look in the mirror, because there's no one size fits all for parenting, right? Our parents did a lot of toxic stuff. However, they did a lot of terrific things as well. So you're supposed to kind of make a a mixture of what worked, what you want to change, you know, and what you can improve upon. But let's see. And shout out to Marky Deezy. I think Marky Deezy is from the PZ. So salute. And Egyptian Goddess says she agrees with you too. So salute to Egyptian Goddess for even bringing that up too. And hold on real quick. Just give me 1 second. Hold up.
What's up with it, John? What it do, man?
What up? What up?
Oh, bro, I was about to.
Who the hell are you?
I didn't know who that was.
Right.
Okay, but that's
Who that?
JT Money, John JS Money, John Sin Money. What up with John Sin? So let me get to the comments, and then I might have John Sin pick up this, and then I can go straight to the other one. But shout out to Marky D's. He says it is dependent on the situation. People may cry due to sadness or anger. Crying is essentially an expression of pent up emotion and thought, and that's like the scenario you was talking about with your homeboy from the block, Big Red.
Absolutely.
He was smoking, drinking, and then that pent up emotion, it just finally came out. But you never know when it's gonna come out, right?
Absolutely,
because
bro.
you can't predict this thing, right?
Absolutely.
And Sincere says facts. She also says crying releases stress. Usually you'll feel better after crying, letting it out the stress.
That's a fact.
And many of us do feel better, but especially as men, a lot of us like to cry in the dark. You know, we believe in the never let them see you sweat. So I do,
like I said, bro, it is what it is, but that's the truth. I at least I could agree with that. Go ahead.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because sometimes I do believe that you need to get it out. It's just you don't need to be crying in front of people, because sometimes
Absolutely.
crying, it does put you in a vulnerable position, especially
Absolutely.
you know when you really crying, bro, your nose be snotty, your eyes
it can
be
get
red,
ugly, bro.
puffy.
It can get ugly. You're
could get
breathing
ugly,
and shit.
bro.
It can get ugly, bro.
You try to talk and you like,
Man, come
it's
on.
like, don't even do it, bro. And shout out to Roger Meadows, East Coast finest, Nassau County. So salute to Roger Meadows.
Hey, and Roger, he stay with that knife, man. I ain't never forgot.
That boy
I know
Roger
what it
keep a
is,
blade
Roger.
on
You
him.
feel me?
Roger,
Shit,
I'm
I know what it is, bro. I know on the East Coast they used to do that razor blade thing in their mouth, bro. Like shit goes south, they pull that razor blade out. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, they got a name for it too. I forgot. A $1.50. They call him Roger Meadows.
I know about that shit, Roger, being in the subways and reading the newspaper a certain way so you can watch your whole surroundings, because motherfuckers was trying to push you off into them tracks, man. I was out there, bro. Man, my aunt put me up on all the little game, bro. I was like, God damn.
That boy Shawshank Meadows. But
Shawshank Meadows, man. Go ahead.
I'm gonna get right into it. John, is crying in front of your kids a sign of strength or weakness?
Shit, probably a sign of emotional shit, just like kind of like a lack of instability, I guess. Because I mean, when you crying, you in emotion, right? And I don't think nobody would want to cry in front of their kids. But I mean, if you end up crying in front of them, shit, your emotions got the best of you. You feel me? So I wouldn't. It really can't. I don't know. I can't really say it's a strength or weakness. I mean, I guess
you just saying it just kind of is what it is.
Just is what it is. Shit, I don't know. Depending on what the situation is, I guess, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody look at things differently. If we seen, you was trying to get your kids to school on time, and you just keep catching every red light, bro, and then you know what I'm saying, you almost there but you late, you just have a little panic attack and bust out crying or something. It's like that'll seem a little, like some unstable, I guess
That's out.
More so of a weakness, right? But then like
that's out.
If your kids, if somebody close in your family passed, or I don't know, just like a tragic situation.
Hold on, John, I got another caveat, right? Because the question just says, is crying in front of your kids a strength of weakness? And I like where you was going with it, right? Because if you just at a traffic stop and you irritated and annoyed and you just can't control yourself and you just start whining, that's one type of crying. You lose your grandma, your grandpappy, you start crying, then that's another type of crying. However, it just says crying, and people do tend to cry with tears of joy overflowing with happiness. So if they see their kids graduate, some people may cry. They see their kids hit a home run and they never hit a home run. Some people may cry those tears of joys, and their kids may see them crying. Would that be a sign of strength, or would it still be, it is what it is, because you're letting the kid know that this means so much to me?
It still is what it is, because you never know how your kid gonna look at it. Shit, your kid can look at it as strength or weakness, depending on everything is perception. That the question is like, it's literally depends on who and how they just looking at it. You feel me? But bottom line, it's still emotion, no matter how you try to slice it. Whether you crying tears of joy or tears of sadness, you know what I'm saying? One way or the other. But if you put it in that type of form, you feel what I'm saying? I can't see that as weakness or nothing like that. You know what I mean? Like I say, it's just emotions, bro.
Yeah, I
And
can't see it as weakness. However, it could be strength. It doesn't mean that it's inherently strength. However, it could strengthen a bond to know, because, a lot of special moments, people want to connect with their parents, and showing that type of, visceral level of emotion,
you right about that.
words.
You
Yeah,
right about
words
that.
can't really pinpoint that, right? If you're at, if you're at a graduation and your kids start crying and stuff, yeah,
Yeah, you right
you can't
about
really
that.
put a word
Cause
on that.
cause I feel like if you do something and then it make your parents so proud that they shed tears, that's gonna like affect you, uh, even better. Like you like,
And you
wow,
might even start shedding some tears, like damn, like
You
like a
will.
proud
Yeah,
moment.
Big
you
Rigs,
will.
you will, right? Because if I look over and see Mom Dukes and she proud of you, you see it all the time. A lot of those dudes in the NBA, these dudes are hard athletes, bench pressing 300 pounds, but once they see their parents crying in the stands, they start crying. The biggest, baddest, toughest dudes, right? And nobody would say that bonding moment is a sign of weakness or division, between these loved ones.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I think just as society, I don't know where it comes from that crying is necessarily just weak or whatever. I guess like it just depends on, like I say, like the scenario or something like that. What you crying about? You know what I'm saying? Because everybody gonna cry. I don't give a fuck
That was
who
the
you.
first thing you used to hear. What you crying for?
Yeah, like what
Yeah,
is this about?
hey,
What's going
yeah,
on?
Big Rig. That's what I was saying. Like, if you was just randomly crying, like you would get in trouble. Like, and
You
then
done said it a
remember,
few times, John, to your kids. Like, what you back there crying for?
For sure, you gonna
You
hear
know
that
what I'm
from me
saying?
like every
The
day. Like, bro,
fuck?
what is you crying about, bro? Like, what? I need to understand. You know what I'm saying? I'm
and
not
I
saying
have
it's
seen.
wrong to cry. And you know what I tell my sons? It's okay to shed tears, but don't whine, bro. All that, no, don't do that, bro. Come on
And
now.
see, John, and he just said it, B. That's what I said earlier, right? I'm not one to just sit up here and try to just tell my kid or whatever, hey man, don't be crying with no, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're a human being, you're a person. I
Let it
can't
out.
dictate your emotions and your feelings, bro. But I can also give you some explanation, man. Like I said, if I see you just kind of just crying and just whining and doing some old other shit, oh no, we're gonna have to nip some of this shit in the bud, bro. Like I said, that conflict of resolution is a motherfucker, dog. You know what I'm saying? And once you get an understanding, bro, that some things you really don't have any control of, bro, you shedding tears and getting all emotional and shit, it's changing nothing
At all.
You know what I'm saying? Nothing, bro.
At all.
Nothing.
Actually, is making the situation worse. So
Man, now you're putting it on your brain. You're stressing on it.
things for the better. Yeah. So it
And
actually
stress cause
is
your body
Hey,
shit. You know what I'm saying? All kinds of things.
can I say something about that, bro? I believe
Go
that
ahead.
when kids cry and then you give them their way because they cry, that's what's making future criminals right there, bro. Because
Absolutely. They feel they can get away with it.
because they feel like they don't have to actually earn or deserve something. They can just cry
Do what
and
they
they
do.
deserve it because they want it. And
And,
then that mentality is what lead motherfuckers going to prison and shit like that,
and
bro.
they learn no accountability, bro.
No accountability,
At
bro.
all. And then
That's
they're
the worst thing
rewarded
for
for
you
the
to do is
behavior.
grow up as a fucking adult, bro, and it's not accountable, bro.
Yeah.
And
Like
you're
if you
rewarded as
grow
the
up and
behavior, right?
if anything, bro, at least being an accountable adult, bro. Like, hey, man, I was wrong. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, just come on, man. But like when you just over here just lying and bullshitting and just that's bad, bro. We're not kids, man. Cut that shit out, man.
And shout out to Roger. He said, this never happened to me, but let me turn it around. What about if you're a son when you know you messed up and you made your mama cry? How do you feel about that as a son? Well, many of us, we knew that we didn't want to make our mama cry. We didn't want to disappoint her, even though we would do things that was disappointing, right? You may have been cutting class. You may have been slanging something, fighting someone. You know your mama didn't want it, right? But like, as long as I can hide this from my mom, it will be okay. And then sometimes when you got in trouble at school, if you had to go to jail, juvie, got suspended, people was like, man, I don't care about the consequences that the jail or the principal is imposing on me. I care about the punishment my mom is going to impose on me, or the disappointment that I'm going to, elicit from my mom. What you guys think about that? Like, have you ever made your mama cry, and how did you feel about that as a son?
Nigga, bad. You can like something wrong with you if you feel good. Like, damn, I'm gonna cry today, man. F that bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
Hey,
You feel me?
some of them kids on Dr. Phil, remember that little Catch Me Outside chick? Is some kids that do like that.
Yeah, now she popping it on OnlyFans and shit. But see, it's the thing, bro. Uh, she BBL'd up and everything. I seen her. I said, "Who the hell is that?" I thought it was a light skinned black girl, bro. It was Bad Baby. I said, "Bro, this shit crazy." But nah, man, that shit is bad, bro. It hits you. You know what I'm saying? When you, especially if you got a close relationship. You know, a lot of us males coming up, our fathers don't be, in our life as they should be. So we be a lot closer to moms and shit like that. And we always look at the moms and the grandmamas and shit like that. Especially as young black men, those are the ones with the unconditional love for us. You know what I'm saying? You feel like no matter what you do, you know what I'm saying, your mama or your grandmama are usually, you know what I'm saying, to be one of the ones that's gonna always, take you in. But as far as just like with forgiveness or something like that, right? Like they say, like, oh, you can't do no wrong, mama's baby can't do no wrong, shit like that. So to disappoint them to the point where they got tears in their eyes like that shit hurt, bro. It's like, damn, man, I done fucked up, you know. And I believe that most kids, everybody just really want to feel accepted and appreciated and get some form of praise that they just did something right. And a lot of times, kids don't get embraced, they don't get encouraged, and that's why their self-esteem be low. A lot of people got low self-esteem, bro, because of that. They don't get the right encouragement at home, and it ends up trickling down to other things as they get older. You know what I'm saying? They develop these different types of
Hey, and
complexes and
hold
shit
on, peep
about
this,
themselves.
because my girl Sunlight says this. She lost parents early in life, or she was parentless early in life. I'd say to myself, no one gives a F about your tears, and it passed on to my kid. Yeah, because some of this trauma, you know what I mean? Like if you've been through a lot too, like some of that transference can go to your kids. If you stressed out or you yelling at your kids and whooping your kids, you don't know where it stems from, but it's usually from like unresolved trauma. Go ahead, John.
Yeah, like I say, trickle down to other shit, unresolved traumas. Now you got a whole different complex or syndrome, whatever you're trying to call it as an adult. And a lot of those issues don't get addressed and they just turn into major problems and shit, just the longer life goes on and shit. But it's kind of crazy because even though you mature, the more, like, well, everybody don't, but usually you supposed to mature the older you get. A lot of people really just get older, but they don't grow, so they never escape that mind frame that they had even as a child in a lot of degrees. You know what I'm saying? I think we all kind of guilty of that, but just
They forever 21.
nah, not even 21, like nigga, like 9, 10 type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like because think about it, right? I'm saying, like, for example, look at the mind frame of two kids playing at the playground or the sandbox or something, and one kid got a toy, the other one don't got it. It's natural that you see somebody with something, you just want it too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, he got a bike that look nice. I want a bike too. Why I can't have a bike? You know what I'm saying? That then you think about it as adults. You know what I'm saying? People see certain people with certain types of material, whether it be a certain type of car, a certain type of position at work, or a certain type of status amongst their peers or whatever. And the same thing is like, yeah, you're adults now, you're not kids no more, but the actions that come behind, the envy and the jealousy is the same way of a kid. You know what I'm saying? It's just that everybody want to make it like they so advanced and so far along. But if you really just look at children and study their interactions, it really ain't that much different from adults. It's just like we play dress up games and shit. This nigga go put a
And a
whistle
lot
on
of
his
people
neck.
try to harken back to, a lot of people. Sometimes people do this. Hey, I remember you in school. Like, nigga, that was middle school, bro. Like, why are
And
you
nigga,
still thinking about, like, bruh, I'm a grown man and you're trying to compare
because they
to when I was
still
a kid?
affected by that, bro. Do you know what nigga told me? Man, I'm gonna tell you a true story. Well, I might not even want to tell this story, but yeah, I ain't gonna tell the whole shit. But I'm just gonna y'all can read between the lines. A dude, I'm just gonna say a dude that I know. He had a girlfriend back in like junior high school, The girl liked me though. I never liked the girl at all, but the girl liked me or whatever. I never messed with the girl until we was adults or something, right? Bro, I'm talking about years and years later. Um this nigga bust out and had a full blown, like, we was just, I think we might have been drinking or something. And dude bust out like, yeah, but that was mine. She was mine, and you took her from me. And what do I'm like, wait, what, nigga? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, certain shit that you would not even think that would be on somebody's mind. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, you, first of all, this was your girlfriend back in the day. I never dated the girl, nothing like that. It just, as adults, a nigga end up, you know what I'm saying, doing whatever we did. But then it's like, to know that you still bothered by that shit even years later, like, bro, you got a whole woman, a wife or whatever you got now. You ain't even with her, but you still feel some kind of way. Like, people is hella territorial, bro. Like, they feel like we own shit, bro, and don't nobody own nothing in this world, bro. You know what I'm saying? But people feel like this is mine. So if you got anything to do with it, it's like you take it from me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, like, it's a lot of, and like I said, I could go more into detail about it, but I ain't gonna do all that. But
yeah, don't do that because I'm finna pivot right here, but it's still gonna be within the same realm right here. But I like what you had to say, John. But I'm hitting it like this. So, do men hide depression better than women, or do they just ignore it? What you think, John?
I feel like hold on. I feel like we just show it. We just I feel like we just wear it better. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we just wear it better. That's what I could say. Because at the end of the
So is
day,
that a yes then? Like, because wearing it is so when you saying wearing it, are you saying the wearing it?
We mask it,
we,
bro. We go through that shit, my nigga. We
yeah,
just mask
masking is
it.
hiding it. So
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah,
So
yeah.
we definitely hide
okay,
that shit, my nigga.
yeah,
That's a fact.
cool.
It ain't like
I just want to be
we
clear.
ain't going through it. That hell nah.
No,
We for
sure.
sure go through it. But again, women, we're wired differently, bro. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna show things different than how a man is, or whatever your definition of a man is, right? That can go so many ways, bro. We can go on a rabbit hole of that.
Sincere
But I'm just
said that's cow.
that what?
I guess that we hide it better. Sincere, what do you think that we lying about? But go ahead, Big Rig, because Big Rig is true, right? Like, if you going through something, you don't want to come off as whiny.
Yeah, and you don't want to show your family that shit. Fuck no, man. Motherfuckers be stressed the fuck out, bro. But you ain't gonna show your woman or your family that type of shit. You gonna try to work through that shit and make shit happen, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing, though.
She said the hiding depression was cap.
Man, I'm trying to tell you that it ain't cap though. But that's why some people they go through it, bro, and they can end up taking themselves out, right? From doing that. Hey, you know what I'm saying? If we're gonna keep it 100. But that's the reason why, bro. Because motherfuckers do be trying to hide that shit.
So she said we might not say a thing, but you'll act it out. So there are some people, that do act out their depression, right? They may not say a thing, but then they may turn to the domestic violence stuff, right? Or they may turn into like Big Rick said, the self, unalivings and stuff like that. So these are still people that are depressed, but rather than them saying it verbally, they're acting it out physically, is what she's saying. And she's saying that men are not good hiders. She's essentially saying that, like, men kind of wear depression on their sleeve.
Mm-hmm. And some people do. Some people do. I could just say myself, I don't walk around with my emotions on my sleeve. But
me neither. I have to agree with that.
She pointing out like stuff that she probably can recognize is that, but then there's certain stuff that she won't recognize. Like, there's somebody who probably got a nice car, and when they go gas up their car and just ride around just to do it, shit, that might be an act of depression. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different shit. Some people spend money because they depressed. Some people, you know what I'm saying, go do something for homeless people or whatever, or try to just, do something to bless somebody else in another. There's all different types of form why people,
or they hit the gym and
go to the gym,
like the punching bag.
You would never know, bro. You would never know, because from the outside looking in, you would be admiring what they doing. So it wouldn't even cross your mind that they doing it out of depression.
Pissing me off.
What happened?
You
Little
good over there,
mosquitoes or
Big
some
Rick?
shit. Little mosquitoes and shit, bro. I swear to God, it's
Bro,
the
I hate
time for them,
mosquitoes,
bro.
bro. I
And
hate
they're
them.
little. I don't know if they're mosquitoes or what. They're little, bro, and they're fast. And I got these lights going on and shit, and they just keep coming around my fucking face, bro. But my bad, man. Let me go on mute, man. Shit.
Women, she say that's why your women always like, baby, are you
Yeah,
okay?
that's all. I was
They
just
not.
about to go there.
No, they not.
Hold on,
No, they're
John.
not. No,
Let
they're
me
not.
set this
They're
up
not
for
always
you
like,
because she
baby, are you
said,
okay? Because they can't
and then
tell.
yeah,
They think everything is okay. You see what I'm saying? They think everything is okay. I'm gonna tell you like this. Look, I've been dealing with kidney stones, nigga, since I was like in elementary or junior high school, right? Nigga, I've been dealing with kidney stones for so long. I could be in the middle of passing a kidney stone, bro, and you wouldn't even know it. And that shit hurt like a motherfucker, bro. I'm talking about when you got it, because to pass kidney stones, you
but you
gotta.
had all those ladies asking you, were you okay though, right?
Hell no, nigga. I look okay. That's why they ain't asking me. Cause like I say, I'm not walking
That
around.
is true. Yeah, bro. Bro hiding it well. Niggas, yeah, because that is true.
It's
Because
just
John
pain.
always be drip, nigga be glowing. So they be like, niggas, nothing wrong with you, bro.
Oh, it's hella shit wrong, nigga. It's hella shit
Hey,
wrong. What
that's
nigga?
hella real. Nigga, bro, we be going through some shit, but we
Nigga just ain't finna what? Cause look, cause what is crying about it going? What is me walking around looking sad gonna do? It ain't gonna do shit, but just a nigga just look like he defeated. That's all that's gonna look like. It's like, you feel me? No matter what, bro, you gotta endure this shit to the end. So it's like, you feel me? A nigga gonna have times where a nigga cry, shed his tears and shit. But shit, a nigga ain't finna jump on the internet. See, you know what it be? People want you to wear your shit how they wear they shit. You want me to get on this motherfucker hella emotional, crying, holding the camera, looking up, talking about, man, F the world, man. I'm tired of this shit, man. It's so hard being a
or
black
I
man.
just seen people
Y'all want
making a
niggas.
post, bro. I just seen a dude making, and he's a dude that has a street background, but then he was making a post. I'm so heartbroken right now. Then he made another post with just all emojis with the heartbroken emoji, and then I'm going through it right now. I'm like, nigga, why are you on social media, bro? Like, go cleanse your mind, go do some, and it's like you're trying to get all this sympathy, but all of that sympathy is just like a bunch of fake stuff. Oh man, I'm here for you, bro. No, you're not, nigga. You've never been there for me. So just because you comment on my stressful post doesn't mean that you're there for me. So I don't need that type of validation, because I know that it's fake, but like I never had a sense of, if I'm going through some shit, here, let me run to social media and craft a dramatic narrative post so people have sympathy. They really don't even be having
Don't do
sympathy
that.
though.
Don't
Go
do
ahead.
that.
Go ahead, Big Rig. You ain't never did that before?
Absolutely not, bro. Absolutely not. And there's a lot of people that do run and do that type of shit, to each their own, but these people don't really give a fuck about you, and they gonna play with you, bro. They gonna act like they do, but they don't. They want to see how far you gonna go and what you gonna open up with. You know what I'm saying?
Shit,
People are assholes, dog. To keep it 100, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people out there, especially in this fucking internet world, they
And Big
assholes,
Rig,
bro.
especially in this like doxing sector type
Sorry
role.
for cussing so much, bro.
Especially in this doxing sector type role, people are looking for any type of little vulnerability so they can show, oh, look at B, or, look at Big Rig, bro. You know what I mean? He was emotional here. And then you think it's just a harmless post, but somebody then already clipped it, screenshot it, made content at your expense, and you was just trying to express your emotions. But the thing is, you can express your emotions. You just don't need to broadcast it, right?
Facts.
You can cam off. Like right now, if you had to, you had to shed a tear, you can just go into avatar mode. You feel me? Get the Kleenex, wipe your eye, and then hop back on cam, right? You don't need to be bawling your heart out on cam. If that's what you want to do, fine. But
right.
just understand that people don't, let's be honest, bro, cats just don't give a F, right?
They don't. But people are human, bro. I've been online, you know what I'm saying, during the stream, and, kind of caught me a little bit. I was, thinking about some shit, shit was a little bit too fresh. You know what I'm saying? I probably shouldn't have really hit the lie that day, you know what I'm saying, just to kind of do my thing. And, you know what I'm saying? I went ahead in the avatar mode, you know what I'm saying? Gathered myself, came back.
So they didn't catch that tear?
Oh, absolutely not. But you could hear it, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Voice got a little shaky, probably, you talking about, but we're human, bro. And
We're
I don't give
beings.
a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't, shit happens. It wasn't planned. It wasn't content, certain things happen, right? You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. Like, I could never just tell my kid or anything, you know what I'm saying? Because certain shit can happen, bro. You know what I'm saying? But just to be out there just whining and crying and all that, man, fuck all that, bro. Absolutely not. Period. Just to put all that shit in a bag. No. You know what I mean? No.
Shout out to Sincere. She said she just want to be in her
Shout out to
soft
last
girl
call
era,
in S3.
laid on the bed of 100 bills, knowing all is well. I'm sure you got a lot of takers, S3.
Damn, she said laying on a bed of hundreds. You better stop watching these fucking hip hop videos. S3.
I know
what
she been watching too much love
that?
and hip hop. S3.
She said laying on a bed of hundreds.
Fuck. So damn. Okay. So S3. I'm just saying somebody gonna fly you out. S3.
You gotta be straight yapered up to fuck with S3, boy. She ain't playing.
You gotta be 6 feet, 6 figure, 6-pack.
I mean, she Highlander country, but that don't mean she drive a Highlander.
Man, as a so-called black woman, nigga, you can have $100 bill bed and all that shit and still be sad on that motherfucker.
Oh man, come on, don't get deeper, bro. Don't get deeper.
I gotta get deeper, nigga, because I didn't have plenty been. I done been racked out, nigga. I'm talking about, nigga, and still thinking about like, damn, it's so much, nigga. It's gonna hit you the shit that you can't change. That's what hurt. It ain't the shit money can buy. It's the shit.
Would it do HT?
It's the
damn, HT putting cash money bags up too. Damn, HT, what's up with y'all? Y'all some expensive ass women.
That's what I'm saying. The hood.
The fuck is going on, man?
Bougie.
Don't tell me, oh, y'all got to be making $100K a year to get with me. If we go on our first date, you better take me to, you know what I'm saying, top of the Empire State Building restaurant or something.
The Empire State Building.
Because that's what I was going to say since. Hey, did y'all see, speaking of that, did y'all see the 2 people who climbed that thing today?
I did, bro. And I couldn't even watch it because, you know, I'm afraid of heights. So that shit was
that was wild. I ain't going to lie. But yeah, Sincere is bad and bougie.
Man, this
cooking up dope with a Uzi. She wanted the only niggas is laying hundreds across the bed is the ones cooking up dope with that Uzi. The Mrs. Bad and Bougie. And shout out to Tutney. Salute to Tutney. You said,
oh, you slid through where he at, bro. I don't even. Okay, there you go. Where you at? There you go.
Tutney's been MIA, but shout out. The hood table and Sincere, they saying y'all got to come with a bag, and you know, when y'all dealing with them, I can respect it. And hold on, what did she say right here? She said, I work very hard with multiple streams of income. I can swim in a bed of hundreds if I wanted to, but I'll leave them in the bag. Okay, the hood table came through popping it.
Flexing,
I respect it. She flexed on my ex. In my mind,
I be looking at the hood table's post, man. She got a hell of a motherfucking answering system at the door, boy. You knock at her door. Yeah, please wait a minute. The owner will be with you in a minute. You know what I'm saying? She got shit talking to you and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
She stayed at art around that motherfucker. Yeah, hood table ain't playing.
The hood table saying she is the table. Okay, I respect it. I respect it. So here, let's pivot like this. Bada boom, bada bam. But this isn't still some of the same realm because I think people are really enjoying and valuing this conversation. Now, is therapy still taboo for men, or would you recommend it? And I'm gonna recommend it for Big Rig because you know we've all come up, you know, from the soil, from the slums, from the slime, you know what I mean? And some people say that all of the things that we dealt with, the traumatic experiences that we do, people will say that they don't suggest therapy. They say that you need therapy. Now, Big Rig, do you believe that you need therapy? And if you don't, why or why not?
I don't think that everybody needs therapy. But I think if, you know what I'm saying, you know, things are kind of a little rough or whatever, you know, I think that it can help you out, bro. I really do. I know people that's been through some things and they went through therapy and it's helped them out. I think shit, when I was doing my conflict of resolution in the position that I was in, I think that was kind of some therapy, bro. You know what I'm saying? So like, I wouldn't dismiss it or anything, but I wouldn't say that it's needed for everybody or whatever. I think sometimes, you know, people can kind of, you know,
people do need it. So I just want to be clear, right?
Yep. Go ahead.
Do you believe that some people may need it? It just may not be, the therapeutic solution for you. Like, are you just
Yes,
against
of
therapy
course.
completely,
Of course.
or are you just saying that you personally may not need it?
No, I'm not. That's what I just said. I'm not against it. And to be honest with you, I kind of feel like when I took my little course that I did, it was almost like some therapy for me, bro. Like I was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So like that shit helps. So like I get it. You know what I mean? I don't just think that everybody needs it, but do I think that people do need it? Fuck yeah, they do, man.
Oh,
Absolutely. Get in there, John.
For sure, man. Yeah, especially
and before you answer, have you ever had therapy, or what is your form of therapy that you use to kind of overcome, these tribulations that we face?
I did a therapy session before with a dude it was like an over the phone thing and shit. Because when I had got injured at work and shit like that, it was like a part of it. It was like, hey, do you want therapy too? Like, it's free. I'm like, fuck it. So I do the shit. And the conclusion I came to is I think it is good for some people, but it just depends on the person that's doing it. Because me, for example, I don't feel like certain nations of people can understand a so-called black man to a degree of doing a therapy session with him, because it's like you got to be a certain, you don't necessarily got to be black, but you probably should be of some significant ethnicity to a degree, because it just don't hit it's just
To
too
have
different.
some level of connection and understanding, right?
Right, bro, because it's like the type of shit that they'll be recommending is like shit
Yeah, because you can't just go to school for that, right? Like if there was a course for you to teach young ladies, right? I'm sure as a young man, right, there are values that you can instill in them, but when it starts getting into the weeds of them telling, about their inner feminine and menstrual cycle, you're not really qualified to speak on that as a man. You know what I mean? So it's just kind of, and
Yeah,
that's how it is with certain racial and cultural things as well. What was that, John? I didn't hear you.
Tutney's gonna say 1-900 number.
Yeah, he got on your helmet, bro. Tutty. Hey,
Nah,
he's starting to get a little dangerous,
Hey,
bro.
no.
I told you I've been seeing
Bro.
Tut kind of around the sector shit.
Hey,
Tut's
no,
starting
it
to
was
get
a
a little
real
dangerous, bro.
It was a
Bro
real
was getting
therapist.
reckless with it.
He just wasn't black, bro. And when you talking to somebody like me, bro, I didn't been through so much shit. Like, you gotta
This
be of a
nigga called
certain.
a party line.
That nigga crazy, man. Hey, nah, but
Go ahead, John.
I talked to the dude a few times and shit like that, and I seen like his little angles. He had some like little cool advice for certain shit, but for the most part, it wasn't nothing that he really could tell me about that I wasn't really already aware of, or none of that shit. I'm a very self-aware person though, but everybody not, and I'm still able to have an open mind to, maybe I'm seeing things from a different perspective, so maybe I should try to look at it like this, just to try to see, like, okay, maybe I'm looking at something wrong. Because you feel me, none of us don't know everything. But as far as about myself, I'm very self-aware about a lot of shit. So me talking to him just further let me know that there is certain boundaries or restrictions when dealing with other nations when it comes to, just intellectual shit, like trying to be on one accord about, the outlook just on life, period. Because when you a foundational black American, bro, your understanding of a lot of shit, bro, is gonna be contrary to somebody who, nigga, think that Christopher Columbus discovered the America and all this. These niggas is celebrating every holiday and doing. It's just different, bro. You see what I'm saying? So no, I'm not gonna be able to goddamn just connect with just any regular ass therapist, some shit. But I ain't gonna lie, a lot of shit that I do personally is therapy to me. When I do music, that's therapeutic to me. When I create and
What
design,
we doing now is therapeutic.
Yeah, you know
what
what,
we
John?
doing
They
now
actually
is
call that, that
for
music,
sure.
they call it sound therapy. They got something called aromatherapy, where people just sit in a room and just take in different fragrances. They just smell the fragrances. It's also a form of meditation. And John, could you speak on that? Because if I'm not mistaken, like, do you still meditate?
Yeah, you know what? I ain't did it in a minute though, but I
I
do.
haven't did it in a minute, so I'm glad this discussion, because I need to get back on my meditation game.
Sure, I gotta
Could you
do
speak
that.
on?
I
Could you
gotta do
speak
that.
on when you were doing it? Could you speak on like what it provided for you?
Bruh, I ain't gonna lie. What's so crazy? I learned how to meditate from a white dude. A white dude taught me how to do it, bro. Real shit. Like the whole breathing exercise of it and everything, bro.
Grounding and stuff.
Yeah, but well, grounding is definitely a part of it too. Like that's even deeper side of it. You feel me? And I feel like we should do that as much as possible too. Even if you ain't
Definitely.
like that's just another form of it. Like whether you doing the breathing exercises while you're grounding at the same time, or you just outside just grounding. Like I go to the park, you know what I'm saying, and just nigga take the shoes and socks off and just, you feel me, just be in the grass, just walking around. You know what I'm saying? Just to like, bro, you gotta put your foot just in the universe, bro, and just really just feel life, like experience life, like on a daily basis. Bro, we so stuck on, okay, I got this task, I'm gonna go to work, I'm gonna get off, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Like we really ain't even experiencing life, bro. We didn't even, a lot of people wake up, they don't even look at the sky, they don't even, tell the differences between, oh, do the air, that I'm breathing, is the quality fresh today? Do it smell like something, like it's something on fire somewhere? Like, niggas senses is burnt out, niggas is chain smoking back to back, drinking every day. And if you keep it real, shit, to me, that's a form of depression, nigga. If you got a nigga smoking every day, like I had to really come to a conclusion to realize that, nigga, I was depressed for hella years straight. That's why I was smoking the way I was smoking. I used to smoke weed for just any given reason. Like, it didn't even have to be a reason. I wake up, smoke, go to work, smoke on my way to work, on lunch break, smoke on the lunch break, get off work, smoke driving home, get home, smoke before I eat, then I gotta go to sleep, let me smoke before I go to sleep. All of this shit was really because a nigga was hella depressed, and that just became a way of just coping with that shit. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it's called a form of escapism. Same thing that people do with a bottle, same thing that people do with shopping, same thing that
Right.
some people do with sex, right?
Hell
John, you
yeah,
know
that
about this too, right? You be stressing, but you like, man, okay, cool. I got a little thought who's gonna, give me some head. So then
yep.
in that
Run through
moment
it,
where you
right?
getting head and entertaining, it is a form of escapism. But after she leaves and you kick her out, you
Nigga
still
still
got
to
those
this day.
same issues.
Same.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So look, right? And that's why I feel like, nigga, society is dumbass depressed, nigga. And that's why I made the comment about like the bed full of 100 shit. Man, that shit don't change nothing. Motherfuckers still be depressed with the money and all that shit. That's why we still be,
Well,
cause
they
think
say
about it.
money can't buy happiness.
It can't, nigga. And if it did, we wouldn't even be entertaining these conversations. Because if you was happy with whatever the fuck you got, why am I even gonna take time to listen to these niggas going back and forth about, nigga, emotions and depression and all that? Nigga, I'm happy. I don't want to hear no depressed shit. Not saying that you got to be depressed to participate or listen, but I'm just saying, like, for it to intrigue you to it got to be hitting you somewhere. Because I know that what we saying, it got to be, it's triggering something in you that it's connecting. Like, that little buzzer going off, like, oh, you know what, that is right, you feel me? Damn, we all depressed and formed, my nigga. First of all, I feel like you're damn near in denial if you think that you should be depressed. I mean, if you're conscious of what's going on within our society, my nigga, every day, this shit is depressing as fuck. So if I'm gonna sit up here and say like, oh no, everything all good, you feel me, nigga? Even though, nigga, my credit the best it ever been in my life, nigga, my business is the best situation, I got all this shit going on, but I still got hella shit that I can't change, and that's what's depressing. Nigga, I'm depressed about for other people, my nigga. I'm mad that, you feel me, it's certain people that just can't get their shit together, man. And I want us to thrive as a society, but a lot of my brothers and sisters just choose the whacker side of shit, bro, and just want to just go off and just say fuck it, don't even try and just give up. I'm depressed about the fact that, I really would want to work with niggas, but they rather compete with me and want to tear me down instead of us come together and we all win. That shit get depressing when you think about it. Like they say, it's lonely at the top. And it's like, nigga, why even want to be at the top? Nigga, if you just gonna be sad anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, whether you at the
And
bottom.
that's why some people, there's less marriages, there's less people having kids, and then people are practicing YOLO. Like, if I only live once, right? If I can't afford this, if I can't afford that, then I'm gonna just live my best life. So it may be temporarily fun, it may be satisfying and gratifying in the moment, but then also, like, is that sustainable, right, for a society, right? Because we still need more procreation, and then we want to procreate and have these kids raised up in, this is the whole concept of it takes a village, right? But it takes a village, not a village of pedos, not a village of serial killers, a village of people that are on code, that are trying to look out, that love thy neighbor. How could you love thy neighbor if you don't even know your neighbor, right? So,
Nigga,
and
we
this will
don't
always
speak to each other. Nigga, like keep it
yeah.
real. Like nigga, we think
What
about
is
it. How many
biblical or Christian about that?
man, come on, man. All these religions, my nigga, like everybody's guilty of the same shit, no matter what your religion or belief system is. Like we all guilty of sin, my nigga. And at the end of the day, we got more shit in common than we got differences with a lot of shit, but we let those small differences, barricade us away, and you'll have a neighbor, bro, for years and they won't even speak to you, bro. Like nigga, this motherfucker stay on my street. I don't know what their name is. You feel me? And that's at the end of the day, that's what becomes the weakness that tears down us as a nation. Because nigga, if shit really get drastic, you feel what I'm saying? And motherfucker really need like in one day, the time most likely for sure gonna come, nigga, you gonna need your neighbor regardless of what y'all differences is or whatever. You feel me? And the discommunication that y'all have is what's gonna be the downfall of damn near all the families involved. You feel what I'm saying? Because people don't want to, for whatever reasons, like nigga live right across the street from you, you know what I'm saying, and never even speak. Not saying that we gotta be best friends and hang out or no shit like that, but just certain shit that communication would strengthen the whole community. Because for example, if I don't know who Jose is that's there across the street, but I know, you feel me, that's damn near his mama right there. She got this kind of car. Oh, this damn near his cousin or something. He always be coming over there. He got this kind of car. And one day I noticed that it, like, I know they whole schedule, but one day outside of normal routine, there's not supposed to be nobody at the house or nothing. And I see people just snooping around there looking suspicious, like they might be trying to break in they shit or anything. And instead of me, you know what I'm saying, just taking the initiative to, try to signal for help or let somebody know something, I just say fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't my problem. I don't care what's going on over there. Then they house get hit or something happens, somebody get kidnapped or something go down. You know what I'm saying? The nigga like, okay, well, that ain't my problem. That's their problem. But then the same people, that shit still ends up coming back to you in a way, because now your family, the same people that got away with that, your family is at risk. Some shit could come happen. Somebody could kidnap one of your kids or anything, or you know what I'm saying? Some shit like that, bro. And I'm saying it all comes down to, people just being standoffish, bro, and don't want to, communicate with one another and speak on certain shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Hey,
motherfucker.
read Roger's story after John's going, man. That's crazy work.
Hey, wait,
bro.
right here where you say I have a friend who grew up.
Okay, which one? Hold on. I
It's
have a friend
that
who
one,
grew
and
up
then
on
it
the
continues on the bottom.
Is this the first one? Okay. I have a friend who grew up on the other side of the tracks who told me brothers were so used to prison that when they got out in the spring, the moment fall came, they started getting, they start getting cold. They do something to get locked up and stay there to spring. There have been some videos where I've seen some homeless people where there's like,
do
hey,
that.
Yeah, I did see a bunch of videos. They're like, man, they were like kind of lightweight begging to stay in. They're like, if you throw me out, I don't have nowhere to go. And here, at least I'm getting 3 square meals. I'm able to program and stuff. A shower, right? I'm able. Then some of they homies is in there. So they like, bro, man, Jerome and Tyrone is in here, bro. Like, leave
they
me
getting
in
a
here.
little free razor. They can shave once, in a while. Like it's
Razor
good for them.
up, boy.
Man, that razor eat your whole skin off.
Nigga say he get the low free razor. Nigga, that razor gonna be the end of your motherfucking smoothness and all that after a while.
It'll
That
take
first cut,
everything
though,
off. It'll
that
take
first,
the hair and your skin off, bro. Like
man, boy, that razor
That
gonna
was
cut a
wild.
nigga soul. But nah, nigga said
All right, so
it's people like that for sure though. And
so
that's
is
sad,
that
bro. That's
yeah,
sad,
so that
bro.
was I'm glad Roger asked that, because then that gives me a way to pivot, because I do want to try to bang through so we can get just as many randoms as possible. You know what I mean? And then we're gonna do like a reoccurring things, but the chat is chatting and they definitely loving the conversation. So I'm gonna kind of swerve this way. Now I want to go to Big Rig. Does choosing celibacy while in a relationship with women mean you're gay, asexual, or just disciplined? Because there's some men that say, hey, look, man, I was slanging my meat all through my younger days. Now I want to, kind of be more careful, with how I comport myself in the bedroom, right? And then if a dude tries to have some sort of sexual restraint and say, hey, look, this is the courting phase, right? We only known each other for 2 weeks, you know what I mean? I don't want to give it up that easy. Like people understand if a woman says that, right? Like, because some women will have say, I don't have sex until after 2 weeks or 2 months or 6 months, right? And that's just fine. You have to respect her opinion. But if a guy says, hey, look, man, I don't want to have sex until we get married, or I don't want to have sex until 3 months, it turns into, what's wrong, nigga? Are you gay? So could you speak to that? Does choosing celibacy while in a relationship with a woman mean you're gay, asexual, or just disciplined? Go ahead, Big Ray.
I would say discipline, bro. I wouldn't say, put a gay thing on you or anything like that, bro. I would just say he was disciplined, bro. But as for myself, I couldn't do it. I like sex too much, bro. I like everything about it. So I myself, I couldn't. And if it was like the tables was turned and that's what the woman, was on, she's probably not going to be the woman for me. You know what I'm saying? And
would you
there's
say
nothing
you
wrong with
lack
that.
discipline? Would you say you lack discipline in that aspect or no?
I mean, if you want to word it like that, I just think that, like I said, I really like sex, bro, and I really enjoy it. So I don't want to discipline myself from it. You know what I'm saying? If anything, I would want more of it. So, but again, to each their own, bro. There are people that are definitely disciplined, you know what I'm saying? And they're not with all that. You know what I'm saying? And I salute that, bro. Shit. Some people may have things on their mind, bro, like getting their life together and everything, and maybe that may detour them. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people have sex, bro, and it can be a bad thing because it's like it's too much for them, bro. Like they want to,
or they don't even know why they're doing it.
Well, I mean,
like
you just catch
said,
motherfuckers out there buying prosties and all. It gets bad, bro.
Yeah,
like sometimes sex can be a real serious, situation for people. So
it can be an addiction.
Oh, for sure. So I don't think that somebody that may feel a certain way. Hey, man, I'm gonna stay disciplined and I'm cool. I don't need to have sex right now. You know what I'm saying? I got other things on my plate. And, maybe when I get married and everything, it's all good. I want kids. I want all that. You know what I'm saying? Shit. But I'm not mad at it. And then people be thinking, I don't want to have mishaps, maybe kids too early or whatnot. There's all kind of things, bro. There's and I salute that, bro. Like, hey, if you smart and on point like that, hey, I'm not gonna put a fucking negative what would you say? You would know a good word for it, but I'm not gonna put that on. I'm not gonna put that jacket on you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just
like a stigma or general.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that, bro. Hell no.
John, get in there. Does choosing celibacy while in a relationship with women mean you're gay, asexual, or just disciplined? What's your position on that?
Shit, it takes discipline to be celibate, first of all, unless you just super unattractive and it is by force instead of choice. But
facts.
That would be an incel.
Facts.
It's discipline, bro. And
facts.
And what people don't understand is, bro, after you done did so much shit for so long, bro, you gotta take a break from shit, bro, just to gather yourself and the strength of yourself. Or my nigga, like, I don't give a fuck if.
And John, is more to life too, right? Like just kind of like to your point that you said, some people be having all the money and still don't be happy. It's some people that have swam in some of the finest, slippery, wettest cooch that you can imagine, and they still ain't happy. They done slayed hundreds and thousands of girls, and they still ain't happy, right? So sometimes people do try to turn to the sexual experience and just think that somehow it's just going to be like lead you to the promised land or something like that. And then also think about this too, John. If I'm over here like, hey, John, I need an order, right? I need a big order from Exclusive Elusive, and I need you to print me up, 30 hoodies for the basketball team. And you don't have time to do it because you got a bunch of baddies and you keep going and having sex. So it's like, yeah, you getting your willy wet, but you missing out on money. So it's like, are you really winning?
That's a shitty example, bro.
Oh no, it's a good ass example, bro.
Nah, that's shitty because if you're gonna let some ass get in the middle of you fucking taking care of it. Well, that's what I'm saying. If you gonna let some ass get in the way of you taking care of some business and everything, then yeah, that ain't for you.
Anytime you get nasty, it could be in the way of some business. You just never know. Okay, Rick. Look at this example. We on live right now, going back and forth, right? There's motherfuckers in here. I don't know how many people in the chat, but we really don't know everybody that's in here looking.
If I had a woman, I wouldn't be on this live. So if that's where we're gonna go to, you absolutely right.
Okay, so look,
you're absolutely right.
But what if the motherfuckers who gave Gilly and Wallow that little sponsorship for that little liquor share, whatever the fuck it was, just a sponsorship, and they wanted to come on here and they wanted to give us a sponsorship deal for our podcast and shit that we doing, and then you miss out on it because you like, fuck it, I was trying to get some ass. That, do you think that would, don't you feel like that's the same, like basically in accordance with what I was saying as far as like how it's like the same thing, like you never know
about practicing discipline.
Yeah, like basically discipline. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like you don't actually know what you're missing out on when you in the act of intercourse with somebody.
It's John, it's the, like you said, the celibacy is the discipline, but also the fighting the urge is a disciplinary act, right? Because John, you may have the urge to smoke, but the discipline comes in you not smoking, right? Thanks. You may have the urge to, there's a bunch of beautiful chicks with the DSLs and the BBLs, but the discipline comes in telling her, nah, I can't come tonight, I got a business deal. Now, some people may forego that deal to, go slide in the vajay hole, but others is like, nah, I'm gonna stand on business, and it's to each their own. I'm just talking because there has been a narrative where sometimes if a dude turns down the opportunity to have sex, then people start questioning, like, man, you tripping, bro. I would have hit that. You know what I mean? It turns into that, like, bro.
That's the opinion of somebody who hella horny, who just needs some sex. Nigga, if you done got enough of it, bro, it get to the point where that's just like a nigga who done drove every kind of car. That shit don't excite you the same way somebody who ain't never drove a whip before. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nigga, and then I'm not saying that once you have sex, you don't never need to have it again. Like, nigga, as a man, I love sex. Like, nigga, I feel like until I leave this earth, you feel me? It's a part of existence to a degree, but it's not something that needs to be consistently in my routine, like on a daily basis or even weekly or monthly to that degree, depending on what I'm trying to get accomplished, because I done already been on splurge sprees and got a lot of that shit out of my system. Not saying that I don't be stupid horny, nigga. I still get horny.
It's not like you don't want it. Like, I mean, I do like it, but
women are beautiful, my nigga. Like, yes. You feel me? You can't help but think about, engaging in intercourse with women when you hear, especially when they turn you on mentally, and you hear they, they mind state,
the fragrances, all sorts of stuff. But like that does, yeah.
You gotta control yourself, because like I say, when you're trying to get further in life, my nigga, think about it. You didn't already hit shit on the level that you can hit shit on, bro. And listen, it don't matter. It could be the same woman, but what if you want to? I didn't fuck all the bitches in the trap. I didn't hit all the hood rats. I didn't fuck the bitches at the club. I didn't fuck shit in the car.
You didn't hit the square bitches, the hood bitches, the fat, the skinny.
I ain't never hit nothing on a private jet. I ain't never hit nothing, nigga, on the balcony of a goddamn, you know what I'm saying, expensive a skyscraper, whatever. Like, you feel me? Like, stepping your game up to where you could just do shit on different levels. That's all I'm saying. Like, we can continue to have sex, but bro, to me, continuing to do the same ass sexual shit in the same manners in levels of what status of where you at, that's like bunk. Like, nigga, like,
and like John, you said, we can still continue to have it. It's just how we have it and when we have it. But Sunlight wanted me to ask y'all this: would you give up intercourse for $1 million a year for life? Like would you completely?
No. The fuck, nigga? Hell no. Nigga, that's crazy.
I wouldn't get that up. You know what I mean?
No shit like that.
Because you don't even need $1 million. You don't even need $1 million.
What gonna do with money and can't fuck? That's like saying, hey, cut your dick off for $1 trillion infinite dollars. Nigga, no.
You'll be a baller,
I want my dick. I don't give a fuck if I gotta be poor. God damn it! At the end of the day,
baller alert.
And $1 million. What did she say? 1 million a year for life. $1 million a year.
Yeah, so every year you have $1 million, but you can't slide it.
Fuck, man.
I mean, you can take the chicks out on date. It's just you can't enter. You can't enter the box. You can see the box.
Well,
you can
hey,
sniff
y'all
it.
talking all this discipline
at the
shit.
box,
You know
nigga.
what I'm
I
saying?
came
Y'all
back.
ain't got enough discipline for one
That nigga
million.
Don't
say
go there, Big
discipline.
Rig.
Rig.
Don't
Shut
go
up.
I'm
there,
going
cuz.
there. Shit, fuck all that.
That nigga said nigga he got
The
enough
fuck?
discipline. Ah, this nigga
The
crazy.
disciplined niggas
That
up here.
nigga
I
You know what
don't
I'm saying?
want
cold.
that kind of discipline, my nigga. That's crazy.
And shout out to the hood table for keeping it real. She said, in my younger days, the D would have me reschedule my whole calendar. But as a mature, wiser woman, the D got to take a back seat sometimes so we can handle the real business. I feel you. Like, I'm sure the hood table want to get her back
Hey,
blown out,
hood
but like,
table said I hit
if she
all
got
the
to make
chicks
some cake,
traps.
yeah, if hood table got to make a cake, she ain't gonna be throwing them cakes back. She ain't gonna be throwing it bike if she
Hood
got to
table.
make, you feel me, a bunch of cakes at night.
Let me tell hood table, man. I ain't
The
hit.
hood table said John hit all the chicks in the trap. That boy is the community peen, Community Johnson.
God damn, Johnson and Johnson, huh?
Johnson
look,
Sinatra.
I was trying to make an example. Look. I was trying to make an example, like, bro, when you growing up, you feel me? We gonna talk about from the time you're a virgin to the time to where you
Hold on,
start.
Sunlight is saying she blown away. Like, how you gonna turn down $1 million a year?
Nigga,
Man,
what the fuck?
shit.
Nigga, $1 million ain't even that much money when it comes to some shit like that. Like, nigga, what? If I'm gonna turn down sex for the rest of existence to sacrifice or something, nigga, it gotta be world. If I can get everybody, the world could just be perfect, nigga, and all this shit, there'll be no more pains and sorrows for nobody, and we can just be in basically the kingdom of heaven. Then I can sacrifice that. But if I'm gonna still be in the flesh, my nigga, and I'm down here still, it don't make no sense. Like, what I'm gonna do with money? Money can't buy.
So my mind says we crazy. So maybe she would. So my question then to my mind, Sunlight, maybe I could be wrong, but would y'all take the $1 million a year to not have no sex for the rest of your life?
Nigga, they gonna get
and
that
hood
million.
table too. That's gonna go to you too. I don't think S3 is gonna agree with that shit.
We
so I'm
know
not even
hood
gonna
table.
ask.
No
we
woman,
know S3.
nigga, women
S3
won't say. Hold on, wait. Women won't.
The hood
sex
table,
more
she
than
might
dick.
be trying to be on this discipline
Way
shit like
more,
y'all. So
John.
Nigga, women
more.
won't.
Sunlight
sex more
says,
than
hell yeah. Well, shout out to Florida. She says, man, give me that 1
Shout out
million.
to Florida.
Man, she said for the one for me with that once in a lifetime love and partner, money can't even replace that. Okay, shit. So hood table said that's a no. She said that's a no-go.
Hood table keeping it real. Ain't no woman.
I respect hood tables, yeah, because that's what I'm saying, bro. You know they be wanting the pipe, and this is actually why this question.
Okay, your turn.
Yeah, because a lot of these chicks, they be wanting the pole so bad, where if you don't give them the pipe, then they be trying to level those accusations are gay. Like, what nigga, you don't want to
you know
this,
they
you
gonna,
gay or something?
yeah, they
it's
gonna
like,
throw
huh?
you.
Like, no.
They gonna
then on top
throw
of that,
every negative thing at you.
Then peep this the other one. Then if you hit it and you hit it too good, man, I know you fucking hella bitches because you should have came 40 minutes ago. It's like, huh? Like, so if I'm weak, then I get clowned.
If you bust too fast. See, look, this is what I'm gonna say.
She said, what do you do if you're incarcerated? Shit, you probably gonna fuck with one of them female
trans
guard. Hell no, female guards up in that thing. You know what I'm saying? Depending if you're doing life and your game tight. I mean, it happens all the time, but you know, that's kind of apples and oranges. I mean, shit, you might have to be introduced. Hey, a good imagination in your hand. I mean, shit.
Yeah, the question was, would you forego or abstain from having sex for the rest of your life if you were paid $1 million a year annually? And S Triple says a man can get more from a woman not giving his pipe away so quickly.
He was tripping. I don't know where that came from. Something like, God, dog.
Here, because hey, you know why you could get more?
Kind of slip that in.
Hey, you get more by not giving.
I'm on
nigga dangerous as fuck. Yeah, go on mute, brother. You dangerous as fuck. Go ahead, John. My bad, bro.
Who dangerous?
Fucking B, man. He dangerous, bro.
Hey, bro, Big Rig, look at that nigga Tut knees, bro, on my hip.
Who said
you feel me? Hey, Tut, you know what I mean? Like, what's going on, bro?
This nigga's diabolical, cuz.
Tut, hey, I'm telling you, Tut be, hey, Tut, lightweight been around. He's seeing some things.
Hey,
Bro,
is
you
that
put bro in the
like?
sector.
Hey, that's like,
Vibrant did.
But hold on.
hey,
Sincere says she would give it up. She said she'd give up all the D for $1 million a
Damn,
year.
that's
hey, man,
crazy.
Sincere. I ain't
Shout out
never
to
met you in
S3. So
real life.
S3 and Sunlight said, hey man, y'all could
S3
have
lying.
that.
S3 lying. I could tell by how she talked. As much she talked, ain't no way she
Man,
gonna.
that's
Ain't no
crazy. I didn't
way.
think S3 was
Hey,
gonna say that shit.
exactly, John. Hold on.
Ain't no
Is
way.
that the
Hold on.
S3 model or the S2 model, man?
Hold
What
on.
the fuck going
Hold
on,
on.
Ain't
man?
no damn way.
Hold on, John. Hold on, John. Because I love S3, but
Stop the
Cap.
cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
Hell no.
Oh
Million.
man.
she want racks on top of racks on the bed. But
She might try to go for 1 year to get that 1 million, but nigga ain't no
Right,
way.
yeah,
come on.
hell yeah. That's crazy.
You mean
work.
bros could put the 100 stacks?
Hold
but
on,
you
Roger
don't
just
let them
jumped in
crack?
there. Roger jumped in there, man. What are you
Hold
talking
on.
about?
Let's see what Roger talking about.
That wasn't no trick question. Let's see what's going on. What do you say?
USD won't be world currency and will end up losing its value. So now you're stuck with no sex and dollars. That ain't worth anything. Shit, even if they wasn't finna change the currency, nigga, I'm still, bro.
I ain't thinking about no currency. I'm thinking
So hold
about
on,
some
John. If it was
booty.
gold, John, if they gave you some bar like $1 million in gold a year, you would do it?
Be permanently celibate, nigga.
Yeah, for $1 million in bars of
I
gold a year.
already be. The only way it makes sense to me to be permanently celibate is if I'm sacrificing my sex life for, like if I'm doing some shit like they say Jesus did, nigga. All
Oh,
our
your
sins
bottom
washed
half
away,
don't work no
and
more.
we
You know what I'm
and
saying?
we
You in a wheelchair, done data or something.
if you in a wheelchair.
Yeah, like if you don't have no bottom half no more, like, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of the only way, bro.
Okay, so this the S3 I know. She said a real suave would talk me out that meal. So it's all about the mouthpiece. S3 is leaning towards that
See,
meal.
come on, man.
Nigga, S3 gonna
PSP gotta
talk
come through
herself.
with some
No.
game at the
This
end.
is
Like,
no,
but if a
nigga.
motherfucker got that
Nigga.
game though and say the right thing,
Man,
SC, come on, man.
this is the thing
Either
about women
1
though.
million a year,
She gonna
no
talk herself
sex,
out
or
that million,
what?
nigga. She gonna talk herself out that shit. That's what women do, nigga. It ain't about the game you got. They gonna game themselves. Women really tell you everything you need to know about them for you to tell them what they want to hear, and that's just straight up and down. So S3, you would talk
And that's why
yourself
you
out.
gotta listen more than you're talking, right?
It's
You
the
got
mode
2
of
ears
You
for a
got 2
reason.
ears, yeah, for sure.
That's it. Just listen.
But that's a shot. But that's a respectable answer, right? She's saying the millie is an option, but you know the mouthpiece could always usurp the millie. You know what I mean?
Man, women
So
is too
I
lonely.
respect that.
Nah, the first answer was a little direct. It was straight up. Hey,
So hold on, you said the first
1
answer
million,
was
I'm
truthful?
in.
Oh,
1
okay.
million, I'm in. Not I'm in, but whoop-de whoop. The whoop-de whoop came a little bit afterwards. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying though.
Hood table keeping it real, nigga. She cannot do it. Is that's out.
I'm on S3. I'm on S3's top right now. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
bro.
Kimberly
Bro,
Black,
turned it
what
to
it do?
Shout out to nigga turned it to Tutney. But shout out to Kimberly Black. I appreciate y'all. And he said y'all need some women on the panel. Well, if S3, Kimberly,
and
the
anyway,
hood
Kimberly,
table,
I seen Kimberly pop up. I don't know, but you know, yeah, y'all.
Yeah,
if
so,
y'all ever want to pop up, y'all please
Sunlight,
do. Man.
the
Hood
hood
table, you already know, man.
Kimberly Blue,
I
Black.
don't
If
think
any of
my
y'all
mind
want to
hits
come up,
panels, but man, I don't even know if Sunlight does. But shit, Sunlight, if you ever
Sunlight don't really hit panels, but she has hit my panel before. That's the Florida
See?
fam.
Okay.
But yeah,
Come on, like an old school Diddy song.
What is she talking about? The trans? What's she talking about? She say she's still rolling on the trans.
Oh, that was B, man. He was wild and John.
What did he say about it?
Oh man, this guy.
You gotta catch it on the replay, bro. I'm about to pivot to the next one.
There you go, right on.
But no, because I want to see if the lady's gonna come up. But let me just pivot right here, though, because this is a grown man dialogue. Now, failure, right? Failure is inevitable, right? How many times should a man get back up before questioning the dream? Whether you a producer, an artist, you know what I mean, a plumber or whatever, you gonna deal with some adversity and failure, right? is there a certain amount of times? Like, okay, they say the third time's the charm.
Nigga, till
But
you
what
die.
if you have failed
I
3
can't
times?
put a time on it, bro.
Yeah, till you die, nigga. This till death do you part, nigga. If you serious about shit, you about to be ready to die about it. You ain't even a man if you ain't ready to die about something yet, nigga. What you living for, nigga? You just scared to die, but you want something, but you too scared to go for it. You gonna give up, nigga. You gotta die anyway, nigga. You might as well, nigga, go for what you want to and put it all out there till you get it or you don't get it. But at least you gave your all. You feel what I'm saying? Like all that giving up shit. I don't fuck with motherfuckers that give up, bro. And I can give plenty of examples, nigga. I done read so many different books where they give examples of like, because you know nowadays they take like, oh, if something ain't worked in this many years, you know, try something different, and you know,
they start calling you insane that you shouldn't do it. But
the insane niggas, the ones that end up Elon Musk and Kanye West and with all them M's and shit, because they believed in their dream.
The dude
much.
Ford, dude who created Ford, he dropped out at 8th grade.
I was gonna actually mention Henry Ford. I swear, that's how you know we on the same frequency. I was gonna bring up Henry Ford, bro.
Henry Ford dropped out in the 8th grade.
A lot of niggas don't even hit their peak with their money, bro, till they get older in life. But they want you to feel like if you ain't got the money and all the success by the time you 21, you know what I'm saying? You might as well just go do something else. Like, nah, nigga, it don't work like that. And a lot of times, if you younger, you don't even know.
Full of it, bro.
Hey, if you, what she say? Hold on, I gotta look. If you younger,
as 3 said she want our Millie, FUCK these Negroes.
Man, she just saying that now, nigga.
But then hold on, the hood table said the mouth action is great, but the tongue can only reach so far. Yeah,
God damn, what's S3? I mean, S3, what's the hood table on?
The hood table saying that into somebody
what the fuck
doing the lickety split in her vag hole, then she gonna be.
She talking about some penetration nation.
I think she's trying to say like she can, like she thinks she gonna
talking
get the
about some succulents.
You still that's
or maybe my mind going somewhere. Let me go on mute or something. I don't know. Let me hit this mute button real quick.
Hey man, sex is sex, nigga. You did the oral or vaginal, however it is, still sex. So no, you can't be getting oral sex and still getting $1 million a year, nigga. That don't count. What the fuck? That just like if a motherfucker go tell.
Well, because some chicks were saying that they say that they were a virgin because you know they vag hole wasn't penetrated, but they mouth was.
Come on,
but they're like, I'm a virgin.
Suck 20 penises, but you a virgin. Bitch, come on.
Or they let somebody slide through the back door, but you know, David JJ was untampered with.
Bro, any form of sexual intercourse, bro, it got to do. You ain't no virgin no more. What the fuck? Your innocence is gone.
This was your pivot, huh, B? This is crazy. This was a cold pivot.
I wasn't expecting it to pivot.
This was a cold pivot, brother.
Hey, Big Rig, I did say there would be nuance in rabbit holes, so this is one of those. This is a rabbit hole.
It's definitely a hole.
Cloud rather have
orifice.
Hey, Cloud just said he'd rather have mouth.
He'd rather have that mox. Well, you know what Mac Dre said? Suck a dick so good that they call her pussy mouth.
Man,
damn.
Hey, it be like that sometimes, man. No cap.
That was on that dollar lots of paper.
That was a banger though.
No cap.
That
was a good year. You know what I'm saying? Lightweight. When that shit came out.
Rogers, Elon was a thief. Henry Ford completely different. But shout out to Derek Bailey of Derek Automotive Freeman Inventors. So shout out. You know we do have FBA inventors and. The hood table says, right. They not reading all the comments. Damn, sorry. I'm missing some of the comments. But like, which one of your comments did I miss?
I knew I was nasty, man. Fuck, I should have stayed on mute.
Oh, you said,
you know, certain things get said, man. My mind go left, bro. I told you, I ain't lying. I like sex. So you say something that kind of sound like it may be kind of around that. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, what the fuck? It's like that light bulb goes off. You remember how they used to say, put on your thinking caps and shit in school? And
yeah,
the little light bulb goes off. Hey, that's what it was, man.
Man, I love sex, but I don't love anything to my own detriment. I gotta, no matter how much.
Yeah, hell yeah, that's out.
But these folks, they it's like they.
But y'all's discipline's a little bit out too, though. But you know, go ahead though.
You say discipline is what?
Y'all's discipline, like y'all. I mean, y'all. Hey, salute to y'all, but hey, fuck that.
Who is y'all? What you mean?
You and B. I was on the whole discipline and everything like that.
Nigga go through phases, bro. Like a nigga just be trying
I
to
can dig
level
it.
up. It ain't like a nigga perfect, nigga. Shit, I ain't, bro. This the
So
thing.
perfectly answer this for me, John.
Huh? Go ahead.
Oh, here we go.
Go ahead.
Is it possible? Is it possible for men to have close female friends without any sexual tension or hidden motives?
But let me tell you this. If you doing anything with a female, it's gonna be sexual tension, whether it's coming for you or her. I mean, in my opinion, because you're a man and she's a woman, it's in our nature. They are vessels that are to be filled, and we have what our private parts is what fills vessels. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's just a natural thing. It ain't necessarily bad. You know what I'm saying? But you saying like, can a man can they do they have to act on it? Is that what you hinting at?
Well, the question just says, is it possible? Now, do they have to act on it is just a different caveat of the question, but I'm just saying, is it possible? Because some people say that it's completely impossible, but I don't think that it is impossible.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's the thing. If you're asking for an answer, right, be with that, because that's where I'm at, right? It depends. There's a dynamic to that. I don't think that there's an issue with a man, being friends with a woman and all that type of shit, but there's a lot of men that can't be friends with women. There's a lot of men you just are nice to them and they feel like you want to fuck and all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? And it could be vice versa, but I'm just saying as a man, I know, there's motherfuckers that be taking things like that. You know what I'm saying? And I was talking about this before with Hood Table.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's all kind of factors, but you can just to say no or yes, nah, I can't do that. But I would say, like, if we're gonna do out of 100, you know what I'm saying, I would probably put a good 70, bro. Like, probably not. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers gonna be on some other shit. You got a handful of motherfuckers that's we can use your word, discipline. You know what I'm saying? To where you can have a friendship. You know what I'm saying, with a young lady and be friends for years and all kind of shit and don't have no type
it's possible,
of,
but it's not likely, right?
Right. That's why I had to say, if we're gonna go through 100, percent type thing, I'd have to, kind of go 70-30 or something, bro.
Yeah, that's a fair assessment, right? Because I believe that it is possible. It's just not likely because usually, for instance, when they befriend people and they have some level of attraction to them, it doesn't mean that the attraction is always sexual, but they may be attracted to someone's humor, right? Someone may be a tall, muscular person, so they're attracted to this person's stature because they think that this person makes them feel protected, right? So I remember that Cat Williams talked to Shannon Sharp on his show on the Club Shay Shay, and he said when he hires people, he mainly hires women. And he said because, for one, they're easier to talk to, they smelling, he smokes a lot of weed, so he said he'd rather have some women slobbing and rolling on blunts.
I agree.
Slobbing and so I couldn't even hold them, right? Like,
I had women doing that. You know what I'm saying? My homegirls was doing that. Like, you would see me riding around with when I was in my shit, bro. Like, my truck was filled up with, about 3 or 4, homegirls up in that thing, bro. I wasn't just with a gang of homies and shit, you know what I'm saying? And we was smoking, doing what the fuck they rolling up, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? So, like, I agree with everything Kat was saying, bro, for sure. I've always kind of been more around, like, women more than just being around a gang of dudes, you know what I'm saying? Period.
So, John, did you have anything else to add?
I was looking at these comments while y'all was talking.
Damn, John on it.
Shit, yeah, bro.
Because you can pick it up after this. S3 says, I'm friendly to men. Sometimes they get upset, but I do try to be friendly. Yes, sometimes people could get upset because you're friendly, and then they think that, hey, you were being too friendly, so they thought you were leading them on because they try to make the next move, and then it turns into, bitch, why you playing games and all this shit where you're playing hard to get,
bro?
And it's like, was she playing hard to get, or was she just being cordial?
Right, bro.
You could misread that. Go ahead.
Some people have a great fucking sense of humor. They're really good with being with people, bro. Like, perfect example, my nigga. Like, fucking, I was at the grocery store and fucking the lady that came out and shit and fucking brought me my shit. She was fucking hella just sweet and nice, and just her whole fucking attitude was just great. She
Hella
wasn't no
smiling,
fine,
right?
yeah,
Making
all of
eye
that,
contact.
all of that. She wasn't no fine woman or nothing, bro, but just her attitude and just the way, she just was talking and made a nigga feel just in the transactions that we was having. I was like, damn, this girl is dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can kind of be around a motherfucker like this. But this was like her real get down, you know what I'm saying? Just hella nice. And I told her, hey, you know what I'm saying? You have a great day. She's like, well, shit, I appreciate you making my day great. And she wasn't trying to get at me or nothing, but it was just like, she was just a real dope ass fucking person, bro. You know what I'm saying?
And then sometimes you kind of hit it off more, you connect more, and
right.
It doesn't always need to be sexualized, but
facts,
because it is in our nature. Society will push towards that. So let's just say that the situation that you described, it was just completely cool, cordial, and platonic. If you are around, like, let's say some of your homeboys, the first thing cat's gonna be like, hey, Big Rig, bro, you hit that yet? You feel me? They're gonna just automatically ask that you hit that, and then you gotta say yes or nah, it's cool, it ain't like that. And then if you say it ain't like that, oh, you didn't hit? Well, shit, nigga, I'm finna try to hit. You know what I mean? So then you gotta try to figure out like bruh, you know what I mean? And then people turn into like, are
you a cold dude with these examples, B? You a cold dude. That's
have you experienced something like that?
Man, all I'm gonna say is you a cold dude, B. Fuck.
Go ahead, John. Get in there, bruh.
Man, bro, this nigga always want me to get in after he pulls some shit like that.
But he ain't getting in shit. You notice that shit? Be a cold. That's why I said I shut that shit down real quick. Hell yeah, it gets deeper, all right.
And deeper.
But nah, for real shit though, it just all depends on the people, bro. Like, you can't just say whether men or women can, because it's only a certain amount of categories of types of people it is, and for the most part nowadays it's probably no more than yes. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it just all depending. Now, me personally, nigga, I got so much shit I'm trying to really just put into fruition. I could really do it. You know what I'm saying? And I done had enough different relationships with women to where I know that it's really better that way, bro. Because once you open that door of any type of intimacy, bro, women will never be able to return to they just
drop your link, dog.
They'll never be able to be the same after that, bro. So that could possibly ruin potential blessings in the future and shit like that, based off of y'all didn't start messing around, and now whatever type of shit could have presented itself, and if it can't go down because they still torn off of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, women just like that, and a lot of men like that too, bro. They can't let that shit go. So
drop your link,
yeah, and then all right, hold on.
I think Cloud might pop up in this thing.
And do you think that certain, because I know with the tension and the hidden motives, there's some people that like they put in the friend zone and they say it's a cliche thing where people say it and they say, well, let's just stay friends because we don't want to jeopardize the relationship. And it sounds like rejection, but sometimes people do just value the friendship more than the situationship, because there have been instances where there have been friends and then you guys engage in intercourse and then now you guys are not friends anymore because the intercourse spiraled into something more intimate and it didn't work out. So now, since that didn't work out, you're not friends at all. You know what I mean? So sometimes people do think that there are detriments, so that they just say, you know what, this is what's going to end up happening, so the opposite sex don't need to be friends at all, right? And they just try to generalize, but I don't think it's like how Big Rig said, it's 70-30, right? I think it's possible, but it's not likely. I think the likely scenario is that there's going to be some level of attraction, some level of intimacy, but it's up to you whether you let that intimacy ruin the friendship or, I just don't know. I know a lot of times those things can complicate things, right? Like if you have a friend and then, y'all have sex and, maybe the sex is amazing and you want to push it further to something else. And they're like, hey, this was just a one night thing, or this was just a booty call. And now you're feeling awkward because you wanted more. And this person just wanted to,
When you both have orgasms, bro, everything changes, dog. It sounds crazy and all that, but
changes for the better or for the worse.
It depends, like you said, if you with somebody and like you said, it was kind of a one kind of time thing and they thinking of something else, you know what I mean, or whatever. Like, now say you do it with a friend and you guys have friends, you may look at them different, like, oh, why are you smiling so much when Whoopty Whoop talk to you? Like your whole everything will change. She may do the same shit. Like, why is she always kind of hanging around you like that? Like she been doing this, like you start seeing things differently, bro. Like it could happen. And the only thing that was different is y'all fucked around and had an orgasm with each other. You know what I'm saying? But it's just all on how
you didn't take it a step deeper. That nigga say if y'all both have orgasms, nigga.
That's I'm being 100, bro.
Yeah,
that's a hell of a dopamine, right? You know what I'm saying? So when you make a motherfucker feel a certain way and all that type of shit, bro, that's one of the things I really like about sex, right? Because it's really intimate, bro. And people, it's like you kind of let yourself go, especially like a woman, you feel me? I don't want to use the word submissive and all that, but I mean, she really is like, she's giving herself to you know what I'm saying? So depending on how you deal with the woman and make her and how you make her feel or whatnot, it could be a hell of an experience, right? So like if she going through it and all that, you know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, bro. Y'all was just friends, but now you done made her feel a certain way or vice versa. She made you feel a certain way. You want it again or whatever, and she ain't on that time or he ain't on that time, boy, man, that shit can go south.
That's why the last two comments between Sunlight and Hood Table break down the whole situation. Because
what it do, Tay Bay?
So shout out Tay Bay. Sunlight said
shout out to Tay Bay.
Sunlight said sex complicates mass and interferes with a lot of things. And Hood Table ain't nothing like a good orgasm.
That's a fact.
That's it,
but
right
hold
there.
On. But we're talking about it from the positive aspect, right? So let's say you get with a friend and the orgasm is good, you know what I mean? Knock your socks off and cross your toes. But what if it's not up to snuff, right? And you know what I mean? The chick coochie.
You ruined it. Failed.
I'm just saying. That is a possibility,
right? Right. Hey.
You say it's not up to snuff. What you mean by that, B?
I'm saying that it may not.
Oh, look at John with the questions back though. I see you, John.
It might not meet your standards of sexual satisfaction. That's what means up to snuff.
You saying for the men or like you saying
either or, right? Because not every person is piping it down. Either way, right? The chick could have some loose walls, it
could be a hallway or whatever.
It can be a hallway. It can be smelly and fishy, and the dude could just, be.
Well, if it's doing that and you still entering, you a cold, nasty motherfucker, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Like
straight
seafood,
the freak up, man. God, oh my God.
Some people love seafood.
Shit, smelling like the fucking beach, man. Fuck that, bro.
Bikini bottom and the hood.
Baby always wants you to hit it at the beach. You know what I'm saying? So she blend in with the smell. You nasty motherfucker.
So when
somebody called my phone, bro. Hey, y'all hear me?
What, John?
Yeah, we can.
Somebody called my phone.
There?
I was. Yeah, somebody was calling me, bro, and it fucked up my whole. I don't even know what y'all said.
Hey, you walked into some shit, Tay Bay.
I know, because even the hood table is a real one. Yeah. Whenever you a brother, what you got to do is engage in that foreplay, or shout out to R. Kelly 12 play. You got to work your way down. Once you rubbing on the special body parts and kissing on the neck, you got to slide the finger down, slip at least two in, and then rub, and then find a way to get those fingers back up to the nose to do that smell test. And if it's fishy,
I
got big fingers. fingers.
bro.
My bad.
It do get the finger test.
Shout out
don't
to the
always
women,
work.
bro. I hope they ain't tripping though, because we like
The
wait
finger
on.
test
But
do not.
shout out to the
finger
women, man.
test is not 100% because sometimes some females, bro, you can't smell it till you get off in
It's
there.
about
Like,
70. It's at least 70. None is 100%. Is
yeah,
it 70?
it ain't 100. Yeah, I'll say that. Yeah,
You
I'll
get
say
to
that.
playing with that thing a little bit and get to
Sometimes
opening
they
up
got
and
that
talking. You
fluid,
gonna
man.
catch a whiffer. So if you know what I'm saying,
Yeah, usually, but
that thing get
sometimes,
the
man,
pulsating and shit. You know what I'm saying?
sometimes you can't find out till it's too late, man. It's
Shit.
kind of like
Yeah.
it's kind of like, you know how they got weed that smell good, look good, break down good, then you smoke it and it just blunt. You like,
The
how?
taste is gone. Yeah, the taste is
How is this
gone. Like where the
possible?
taste? Like y'all didn't try this right, you son of a bitch.
That Bam Bam Bigelow.
That's how that should be. But
That booth. That booth 83. I hear what you're saying. You said gotta stay
Hey, the hood
fresh
table,
for the
you
finger, nose, and
nasty.
tongue.
She said gotta stay fresh for the finger, nose, and tongue
But that's
test.
the thing. If you don't pass the finger test, then why are you going in for the tongue? Now the tongue
yeah, that's
test,
crazy.
some people do
Yeah,
like
that's crazy.
sushi.
You
Oh,
They do
cannot.
like the sushi.
Absolutely.
You gotta
No.
stop saying that, B, because that really sounds disgusting, bro. That's a crazy fetish, bro.
Nigga, you from San Ho. That's the land of sushi out there.
Oh, shit, bro.
And Tutney said shrimp and cloud chowder is delicious. See, Tutney's would go, like I said, some cats
what
like
is this
the
guy
seafood.
doing, Tut? What are you doing? Oh, man.
Shrimp knees, call that.
Shout out to the Wharf
yeah.
though in Santa Cruz, man. They got like some of the best clam chowder, man. I don't give a fuck. That shit's great. I need to get out there again, actually.
And
but it's hard to go to Santa Cruz and you ain't got no woman. No, that shit's bunk as fuck.
That's rough. I mean,
that's bunk as fuck, bro. Especially the little Wharf too, where all the nice little restaurants and shit. Nigga, you can't just go up in there solo bolo, bro.
Take one of the girlfriends.
Oh man, dog. Because you know when you go to Santa Cruz, it's good to kind of stay the night out there and shit. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Or Monterey or something like that.
I like Santa Cruz better than Monterey.
You really do? Okay.
Gotcha. Yeah. Monterey's cool though, but I like Santa Cruz better.
Okay, when that pivots right into this one.
Let me pull up.
Is being broke a deal breaker in dating?
Yeah, bro. You shouldn't be dating if your money and shit ain't right, bro. I think that's a little bit wild. You know what I'm saying?
But what if someone will accept you broke? Should you?
I mean, that's cool. Hey, to each their own, right? But I just think, as a man, I don't think it's good to go into trying to be in a relationship or dating, and your pockets ain't right. Because you know when you date, you want to do things, you want to have fun. You know what I'm saying?
You want to go to Santa Cruz?
Yeah. If you ain't got no money, you don't have no honey, bro. Like she's gonna be bored. You know what I'm saying? Like there's only so much of going to the park. You know, you seen Half Baked. There's only so much of going to a park or sharing a hot dog or you know what I'm saying, going in on a $5 meal and acting like you ain't hungry. I mean, there's only so much that you could do, bro. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I would say it could be a deal breaker for sure, bro.
So
for sure.
You spoke from the male perspective.
And that's why nigga don't need to be trying to entertain nothing until he got his shit all the way. That's
Absolutely,
the same thing as a nigga trying to wait. But that's the same thing because, like, say you ain't broke, but you trying to get richer, and nigga, right. and I'm trying to be celibate so I can lock in and
that's that discipline.
You know,
that's what I said. Facts.
So that's the same shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the same.
I agree.
That's what I've been saying. So
yeah, I agree.
So same shit then. Yeah, same shit. That's what I was saying. You feel me?
So let me further hash this out and shout out to Hood Table because she said she can't date a man who is broke. Nuka, call me when you got some W-2s. I respect that. I mean, if you's a homosexual and you got these ladies working hard and providing and doing all this stuff, and all you can say is like, I got some D to slang. It's like, come on, bro, you got to come better than that, bro. You know what I mean? Because D comes a dime a dozen. But now, the way y'all answered the questions, which I concur with, right? Y'all talked about from the male or man perspective of being broke. However, men, and I'm not saying all, but we've all dated some broke chicks before, but men don't mind dating a broke chick. And, you know, some dudes is sugar daddy, some dudes is looking for sugar babies, or some dudes is just looking for,
I have it.
Hey, I need a help meet.
I
No, I'm not
haven't.
saying you. That's why I'm just making this generalized.
Yeah, so I couldn't
So
really
that
speak on that like that. But I haven't also dated a lot or anything like that either. You know what I'm saying? But the women that I have, you know what I'm saying, fucked with, they weren't broke. You know what I'm saying? They actually shit would
But
like to
would
kind of
that be a
spend
deal
money on
breaker
me.
for you?
Um,
If there was a beautiful chick and she, she was compatible with you, of course, you wanted to, penetrate and crack that, but she was broke and maybe she was just in between
yes,
jobs, you know what I
because if
mean?
she doesn't have any type of ambition, bro, or she's not working or trying to do anything to better herself and she's just kind of stuck in that type of position, definitely a deal breaker. Definitely. Because
But what if you can
some
hire her
females
as a
can be
helpmeet?
fine. What's that?
What if you can hire her, or she wants to be like a stay-at-home girl and she can be your helpmeet or something like that? Would that be an option on the table?
It depends on what kind of time I'm on, you know what I'm saying, in my life, bro. Like if that's what I'm looking for, you feel me? So we can go down a rabbit hole with that. But if I'm on that type of time or whatever, yeah. But just for the average, motherfucker just doing their thing, I don't think they thinking like that. You know what I'm saying? If anything, then you gonna kind of go more into a simp kind of category, and you just I mean, don't get me going, bro.
Bust it down,
I'm on mute, bro.
Riggs. No, we ain't muting, nigga.
Come on,
We
Rick.
It's
computing.
your turn
Hey,
now, John. You feel me?
we
I
ain't
Hey,
answered
go
muting.
it.
ahead,
We
John.
ain't
Just speak
muting.
on
We
it.
computing.
No,
God damn it! Tell you we
hey,
ain't doing no
well,
simping.
John, can
I
You know
keep
what
the
I'm talking
boosters boosted.
John, compute this. You know what I mean? Well, John, would you think that it would be a deal breaker if a chick, was during some hard times, right? Because we talked about we all fall on hard times, right? Do you think that would be a deal breaker if she
it
was
ain't no
broke?
deal. No, it ain't a deal breaker because nigga, somebody that's broke is a transaction away from being rich. At the same time, it's
And
just a matter
and
about
sometimes it's temporary, right? She may be broke now, but that
exactly.
don't mean she
Nigga,
gonna
I
be
didn't.
broke in 6 months.
Yeah,
Or
It
she was
depends on
broke
what
because
her
maybe she,
that's why I said if her
yeah.
ambitions ain't
yeah.
trying
It
to be
depend
about
on her.
anything and she stuck in them ways, like could a lot of these pretty girls, they just, hey, I'm pretty, I ain't gotta do shit. These motherfuckers gonna
Yeah,
buy
they
my
used to
nails,
having a
my
lot of stuff handed
lashes.
to them. Yeah.
Hell yeah, they gonna
Hey
put me up in
man,
their house and I could just do whatever I
Riggs.
want. Give me a credit card. Go ahead.
Riggs say if she got the ambitions as a writer, he ain't gonna deny it. God damn it. You feel me?
Man, oh man.
No, real shit though.
But
Shit,
if she
it ain't
broke, did
about
he
that.
say you don't want to fuck with me?
Hey,
Yeah, I
if
can't
you
do
gonna
all that.
judge, hey, if you gonna be like that though, man, you gonna miss out on a lot of shit though because you
Yeah,
trying to judge
exactly.
a
I mean,
book too much
there's
by
some
its
diamonds
cover.
in
Like
the rough,
nigga,
right, Big Rig? I
hey,
mean,
don't
right,
we all
John?
say,
No,
hey,
it's
don't,
all
hey,
on your actions though. You know what I mean? Like if you for real, like if a motherfucker could have something in them, right? But you also know a motherfucker that's just kind of content in where they're at, bro. Like I said,
well,
like in
I
their
don't like
attitude.
that.
And
I
that's
don't
what I'm
like that.
saying. Like we can go down so many different ways, but that's kind of where I'm at with that one. But
Yeah, I
yeah,
don't like
I
that.
feel exactly what y'all talking about off the top, bro.
So
Like,
do you
go ahead.
got you? I hear what you're saying. Like, do you think that you would ever be in a position where if somebody, was compatible, in terms of, the looks department, the humor and stuff, that you would try to help kind of like mold and build someone from the ground up, because
Yeah,
sometimes
absolutely. I mean,
Okay.
well, usually as a man, you would kind of want to do that anyways. Like if you're a woman, you
correct.
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because we do that, right? Like usually, you know what I'm saying? Some of the women we like, they sometimes they don't really got nothing going at the time or whatnot. And we
A
ain't
lot of
mad at
times they
that.
don't.
We like them, like I said, they may have a nice smile, the way they make us feel and all that type of shit. We ain't really worried about that. But at the same time, we don't just want them to just be, whatever, nigga. We gonna want them to be the best they can be, bro. And
Because
it's
peep this, Big Rig. Like
go ahead.
there's some women that would probably be working at Walmart or Starbucks or something, and financially may be considered broke, right? And then there's some women that have graduated these prestigious universities that got master's degree and stuff like that,
They're
and they're
assholes.
not broke. There you go.
They're assholes, dog.
So some people will say, hey, I'm not dating a broke chick who work at McDonald's, but that chick at McDonald's understands you. She may be more
I'm not
willing to
that
be
guy. Hey, that's fine, bro. She got, like I said, I didn't say what kind of income or whatever, but I mean, if she doing something, bro, and can build or whatever, I'm good with that, bro. I'm good with that. Like, you could be working at the 7-Eleven. I might have found you at the 7-Eleven, right? You know what I'm saying? I might have found you at the drive-through of the food spot or whatever. You feel me? So like, hell yeah, nigga. I ain't gonna play no games with these motherfuckers, bro. I'm gonna keep it all the way 100.
Hey, nigga, and to keep it real, no matter how much money I be having, I still feel broke. Like, nigga, so I
You
mean, shit.
should, for
You feel me?
real.
I feel broke
That
regardless.
should be
Like,
your mindset, because then you know what I'm saying? You're gonna end up fucking off shit, and then your money just gonna get low. Fuck that. I'm the type, bro. Like, I don't make a purchase, bro. Like, say I want to make a purchase, bro. I won't make the purchase until I done made that money for that purchase, bro. Like if I spend it, it's like it never was spent. Like if I know I want it, then I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm not gonna get it right now, but I'm gonna just save my, like, I know I could get it, but I'm gonna just save up now, and then as soon as I get that little extra whoop, boom, I'm getting it because that's what I want. But I got that type of discipline and control when it comes to money. I'm really good with money, bro. Really good.
That's
you know what
like
I'm saying?
That's the most extreme is discipline right there, nigga. Is money.
Yeah, I'm really, and that's why like it kind of took me a little bit when y'all was talking about the ass thing and getting in the way of like your business. Hell, motherfucking no, nigga. I'm from the South Side, my nigga. We don't move like that, bro. We ain't let nothing getting in the way of, you know what I'm saying, this money, my nigga. I don't give a fuck if the bitch badder than a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't going down, bro. You's a suck ass nigga if you doing it like that. You feel me? I mean, straight up. But yeah, bro, that's
shout out
all
to the
facts.
table. She said she enjoys the show, and she said, "Thank you, Riggs and John." So shout out to Hood Table, and she said, "Thanks for having this conversation."
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, it's 10:41. It's getting late on Hood Table, man. I appreciate you. No, I'm not from the South Side of Chicago. I'm just, South side of my area. That's all.
South Side of San Jose.
When you say South Side, everybody think it's Chicago, though, for sure.
Yeah. So
and then when I say from the South, motherfuckers be like, "Oh, where you from? Like Louisiana or something?" Like, nah, man. You know what I'm talking about.
So let me go ahead and let me pivot to this one. Would you rather have a high-paying job you hate or a low-paying job you love?
A low-paying job I love.
I think I would have to go with that, bro.
Yeah, because it's job I love, boy. I didn't walked away from a good ass job, like financially, but the shit I had
miserable
to
ain't it, dog.
Being miserable.
You know what people be saying? They be looking at you like you dumb, John. Why you walk up? You a fool. They always like, no, nigga, I was dumb for staying that long.
Yeah, nigga, I was smart for walking away, nigga. Like real shit, bro. Like people will never see the shit until it pans out, bro. Like it'll look like something from the outside looking in, for short term. But when shit plays out, then maybe people are more likely to see why you made your decision. But most people are so materialistic and they idolize material so much, bro. Like they think that they would do that shit, but after a while, like I say, certain shit you will keep happening to go through, bro, the money ain't worth that shit, nigga. Like, what the fuck? Like, you got to think about it. When we think of money, we just think of having it. We don't think of all the other shit that come with it. So whatever, depending on what come with it, that's how you start to know, like, hold on, bro, this shit ain't really what I thought it was. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a female, you know what I'm saying? She might have been so bad, nigga, you might have wanted this girl since elementary school. Then you finally got her. And then, nigga, everybody breath stank in the morning time, right? But the way her breath smell in the morning is like a deal breaker. Like niggas like, damn, I can't do this. When I wake up, when I never knew that her breath smelled this bad in the morning. I understand but I just can't do it. You know what I'm saying? And this is what I always say. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? We human, you know what I'm saying? We all gonna sweat, get funky. You gotta go wash your ass. But bro, everybody funk hit different. So when you deal with people in life, we all gonna have our flaws. It's just certain people have flaws that you can live with, and certain people flaws you can't. Simple as that. So it's the same thing like with the job shit. Nigga, you can all the money, this shit pay $1,000 an hour. But nigga, you feel like nigga, you damn near selling your soul, or this shit is making you so depressed.
People, wives or daughters be on OnlyFans doing stuff they hate, but they're getting more money than they ever had, right? So it's like, is that what you would advocate? Do some slutty, sleazy stuff that you might hate doing. You hate degrading yourself, right? You hate whoring yourself out. A lot of these OnlyFans chicks, they talk about the horrors of their little kids and other kids is showing, look at your mom getting piped down on, you know what I mean? Like, these kids bully and,
that's bad business, bro.
Yeah, so it's like, I don't. Yeah, I'd
Would you
rather
want to
chew
be?
the low
Hey,
pan.
okay, so let's think about this. Like, Sauce Walker, he got the girl, they making a lot of money off the OnlyFans and shit, but I wasn't thinking about it. Damn, he's so out there with it about how they making their money. What if they kids is at school and then somebody teasing your kids about the mama being on doing sex shit on the nigga? That's a hard. It's
They
like
don't
that
they don't
money.
care, dog.
That
They
They
don't
that
don't
they
money
don't
care.
ain't
care.
that. No, I'm saying
You
they
can't
don't. But I'm
explain
saying
that
when
to
you
your
think
kid
about
either, right?
You
but
can't.
when you think about what the kid got to go through, nigga, it's like, damn,
Yeah.
that be
They
the
could
deal
fuck
breaker,
around
right?
and unalive themselves over some shit like
Right.
that,
So
and that's
now,
the
so
cold.
what
Or
good is the
or
money?
another kid too, right? Yeah.
So what good
For,
is the
for
money
for
then?
bringing that shit up to them, you know. Fuck yeah,
Yeah.
dog.
So what
Yeah,
good is the money?
because none of us could fathom it because our moms wasn't like, popping it on the internet. The internet wasn't even like prevalent like that. But like at the same time, if you try to put like, bruh, I got into a fight because my mom, like when we was poor, my mom gave me a janky haircut, bro. And then niggas was clowning me. So you feel me? We had to knuckle up. We had to squabble up. That was just over a janky haircut that I had. If
Yeah,
somebody was
imagine if
showing
niggas,
yeah,
man.
showing your mom in 4K getting her cheeks clapped. Yeah, bro, like stuff is gonna happen. And then it's gonna be framed as, okay, this kid is unstable and what's wrong with him? No, what's wrong with the parents that are subjecting their kids to this just to have a high paying job? You know what I mean? And these are
Right,
the concepts of all money ain't good money, you know what I mean? And then they
right.
think it is. And then until I ask them, hey, do you want your daughter doing slutty stuff on OnlyFans? No, 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 not my daughter. But you don't care if other people's daughter is doing it, right?
Hey, but then you got people who was that Meek Mills that say, hey, you want to cry in a Honda or you want to cry in a Rolls Royce?
Yeah, that's
And
what they say. You're gonna be crying anyway. So that's what some
nah,
women
it get
say.
different.
That's why a lot of not
That's the
there's
stupidest slogan ever, bro.
Yeah, it get
no
different,
there's a
nigga.
lot of
Nah,
the there's a lot of the city girls that have that. They say that the men gonna make you cry anyway, so you might as well cry in a Bentley. That's why a lot of the abuse that they be complaining about, a lot of them sign up for it because they say, yeah, I'm being abused, but at least I'm being abused by a baller. The same thing when they go into Dubai. There's golden showers, there's brown showers where they're getting pissed and pooped on, but they're making more money than they ever did. You know what I mean?
right. And how do they feel? It's like you can't feel good for real. Like you
At
can't
all.
you can't feel good. I don't give a fuck what you say. At the end of the night, when it's just
But
you
that's
and
the
you by
mask that they
yourself,
put on, John. That's the mask that they put on for
bro,
the social media filter that they put on. Like
bro,
everything is good. But like
bro.
imagine a dude just, ate a double decker bean burrito and then you feel me? He cops a squat on your chick, but she got a bunch of money. Like, I don't know. There's no way
The
that you can
double
spin that as a good thing.
the double decker bean burrito though. Nigga, we got a cold analogy, bro. Hey, but nah,
I had to
man,
make it vivid for you.
it's too vivid, boy. This nigga B. Bro, you gotta be stopped,
I'm
man. This
on
nigga
mute,
B
bro.
going crazy. And nah, real shit though, man. People is sacrificing they goddamn they morality, bruh, just for the material shit, bruh. And I know, and it's just like a lot of these women that be popping on the internet with all this independent, they don't need a man shit. Man, them women be crying themselves to sleep at night, nigga, drinking, they be alcoholics and shit. I'm just gonna keep it 100, man. You feel me? And then I'm gonna keep it real too. It seemed like back in the days, bro, it wasn't as cool or normal for women just to be overly indulgent in these substances and shit. Nowadays, the females is smoking more than the dudes. They drinking more than the dudes. You feel what I'm saying? They putting the Don Julio bottles on their head. They smoking backwood after backwood. You know what I'm saying? They smelling like truck drivers
That
and shit like that.
lean, they be on that
They
bow.
sipping the lean. They doing the drug the
The
dudes are doing.
fentanyl now.
They
Niggas was
doing
on
they
that Belushi.
man, they on all kind of shit, right? And then they sitting up here, you know what I'm saying? But they do all that to mask their feelings of that loneliness they got because they really want a man, you know what I'm saying? They probably want the man that they ex. They mad that they split up and all that shit. But these same women gonna be the one that's the friends with your girl and they trying to tell her to y'all need to break up and all this shit. See, one thing I tell people, don't take advice from people, don't take relationship advice from single people, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like that just don't even make sense. That's just like me trying to ask a nigga that never rode a bicycle how to drive a truck that I need to get a CDL for. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. You gotta be people gotta be qualified to talk about certain shit, bro. I'm not just finna just entertain certain shit, bro, especially when it comes to advice from somebody who ain't qualified, because that's gonna lead to your own damnation right there. You
Roger
know,
said you obsessed with shit. Be easy. Go ahead, John.
then it be broke people that be so obsessed with money because they hella poor. You know what I'm saying? So to a poor motherfucker, they like, what, for this amount of money, nigga, I'll jump off a building. It's like, nigga, do you understand? You just said you gonna kill yourself. You can't even enjoy the money, but you don't understand that you're gonna kill yourself because you so desperate and thirsty that you think that just having this amount of money would be the end all be all until you get it and you see the money that the problem start to come with it. Then you're like, damn, this shit wasn't even worth all that shit. I was actually more at peace when I was broke. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. You know, to me, I just like to listen to people, watch them. You know what I'm saying, and then just make my opinions is just based off of that, because people will tell you about themselves when you just listen to them talk. You know what I'm saying, and that really, a person like me, I be paranoid, so I try to guard myself. I feel like if you too money hungry, shit, you'll cross me out for all kind of shit. I gotta be careful with you. You fuck around and set a nigga up, then you know what I'm saying? Who knows? Because all you want is the bag. You know what I'm saying? The bag, the bag, the bag. Motherfuckers got dollar sign tattoos on them, all kind of shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, be wary of that when they say the bag chaser, because they value the bag more than your humanity. So
yeah, nigga.
you know what I mean? So they'll definitely throw you under the bus. But it's getting late here, so I'm gonna do like 2 more of these things and then we can shut it down. But Sincere says she's about her millions dance, and I'm gonna come back tomorrow too. So this one is gonna be a reoccurring theme, and we'll have bigger bolder panels and stuff, but of course we'll have the regulars, John Sin and Big Rig, sliding through. So Sincere is gonna do her money dance. So I'm gonna do like 2 more of these and then we'll get up out of here. So this one, does corn, with the P, does cornography ruin men's ability to connect with real women, or is it a harmless release? Is it
Hell
just
yeah.
harmless if a person want to go on Bang Bro and just rub one out, or is there actually detriments to being obsessed with watching all of this triple X content? Go ahead, John.
Detrimental, nigga. Because first of all, the more you do any of that, nigga, is fucking with your sensitivity. Like, you know what I'm saying? Um, I think a lot of reason that's like why the people like in Japan and shit like that, they having problems with reproduction and all kind of shit because they
Hey,
so
now
on
they're
this.
asking a bunch of black men to go over there and like impregnate. Yeah, because
See,
they have an older population. Bro, I don't
yeah,
know if people knew about that. They're trying to pay black men, I think like $50K to go over there and pump up a bunch of Japanese people. But you got it, John.
yeah, I might have to go over there for that 50.
Go
But
collect that 50.
yeah, I might need that 50 ball, man. You feel what I'm saying? All I gotta do is rub one out in the cup or something. You feel me? Fuck it. I didn't did it for free. But no, real shit though, bro. That shit fuck up everything. The same way females using vibrators, my nigga. They didn't put that damn rose on their clitoris so much, nigga. That motherfucker so desensitized
Yeah, they
that
have nerve damage sometimes.
can't no nigga satisfy him no more. Cause that motherfucker done lost all feeling. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the same thing with overly indulging in pornography. Your brain is trained to get the dopamine off something that's fictitious. You see what I'm saying? So now when you got an actual woman in front of you, nigga, you ain't gonna be able to be as hard as you supposed to, or most niggas can't even get hard. That's why you seeing all of these commercials about erectile
Honey
dysfunction.
packs.
Young niggas taking honey packs, bro. How you in high school on honey pack? It's
That's
crazy.
wild, bro. On the
These
honey
niggas, these,
peas.
these niggas on honey packs. You feel what I'm saying? These niggas on perks.
But then
They
a lot of
on
them cats be on that lean, and a lot of that lean and all that shit, like
the
it makes
opiates
it so you can, yeah, they make it
and
so you can't get
alcohol.
hard.
Yeah,
And
actually,
alcohol
alcohol do
too.
too, though. Yep,
Yeah, so
alcohol
they
do
gotta
too,
try to try to contend with that. Then they're like, I need a honey pack, but it's like, nigga, stop drinking all that damn bow.
bro. It's the hypersexuality shit that's killing off all the intimacy between actual men and women. Because when you look on Instagram, you seeing too much ass shaking. When you look on, it's almost like you don't even
No,
gotta watch.
that is true, John. They did psychological studies, and it says like it desensitizes it to you. So now you start need extra stuff. Like before, you could see a natural booty. And I'm not saying you, I'm just speaking general. Before, some people could see like a natural body and they could get aroused and hard off of that. Now, because they've been inundated with all of this filters and stuff, they could only get hard if it's a BBL with with the those bloated duck lips and all. You see what I'm saying? It's like weird, bro. And then when they go rub one out, they rubbing one out to all the chicks that look like that. So then when they next to their wife who may have a little extra cushion for the pushing, then suddenly they can't really rise to the occasion because you've been watching so many random. You watching Asian chicks get plowed. You watching trans be like they watching all this sick shit, and then because John, I sent you. John, I sent you that wacky website, which we ain't gonna speak on, but that's the type of stuff that they're watching. So once they see these extreme acts of intimacy, if your wife is just like, hey, look, I want to keep it regular, sometimes that's not enough to stimulate these people because they've been addicted to rubbing them out to Bang Bros and X videos and then OnlyFans. And then you go on Instagram and that's all you see, right?
Hey,
You're not
I'm gonna keep it real.
Go ahead,
Keep it
John.
real. Watching the Bang Bro and all that shit like coming up, I'm thinking like before I knew how to actually, do what I'm supposed to do in the bedroom, bro. The examples was coming from shit like pornography and shit like that. So when I'm seeing that, I'm thinking like, soon as you get in there, nigga, you supposed to just pay. You trying to go crazy. You trying to pound as hard as you can. When females like, wait, nigga, that shit hurt. Like, you feel me? You gotta ease into this shit, foreplay and all that shit, like intimacy, like that part, the mental connection part is the most important. But you're not gonna see that with porn. With porn, all you're seeing is, these outlandish scenes and just intense, pounding and all that shit, and
And
it's
on top of
fake,
that,
bro.
it distorts reality. Like you said, it's fake. Like
Exactly.
because they have documentaries where the porn people. Because let's be honest, we've all watched it, right? And then you'll see like, man, this chick is fine. Like, how the hell was bro pounding that shit for like this video is 57 minutes?
Yep.
Bro didn't
Edited
miss a
all kind of
beat,
ways.
and
That
they're
nigga didn't
getting
break.
many
It
of
took
them get injections. A lot of them get
two.
injections directly into their. So you think like, damn, bro, is just naturally being on right harder than a nigga fresh out of jail. Like Pac said, no, the nigga got an injection, and that's why bro is on this type time. Then they you don't talk about the STDs,
They all catching
they
that shit.
all catch them, right? They
All of them.
literally they say they've all have caught them, right? So these
Even
are
though
the aspects that you have to consider as well. Go ahead,
look,
John.
Tadnees gonna say, I totally disagree. Corn could never replace a real woman. No man, no sane male has ever preferred masturbation to sex in history. Nah, nigga, look at Japan. Look at all them sex dolls they making. They prefer that over actual sex, bro. They
Yeah.
definitely is masturbating more than they having sex. This is a fact. But they sitting in front of their computers all day, and then they having hella money.
All of their
So
anime characters are super sexualized,
sexual,
you know what
like
I
hell
mean?
yeah. I
Yeah.
don't be wanting my kids to watch that shit because I'd be like, bro, why is these what the fuck is going on?
They
Like
yeah.
you know what I'm
Go
saying?
ahead,
So,
John.
but uh
And
uh
speaking of Japan, Japan had just changed its age of consent. Japan's age of consent just a few years ago was 10 years old. So you can be 40 years old with a 10-year-old, or you can be 70 years old with a 10-year-old and legally have sexual relations with them. Now they upped it to 13. So now you can be 70-year-old with a
come on,
13-year
bro.
old. You know what I
Looking at
mean?
that weird ass shit, man. And they that shit is legal in these countries, bro. And that shit is
Yeah.
all over. They got movies, magazines, fucking websites, all that shit. So think about it. These people is so sick in their heads, bro. Like that it's not even normal to be that way in actual society and shit. So they do become just like masturbation addicts, bro. Like a lot of them, bro. Because even if that shit is, they can't always just find like hella little willing participants and shit like that, like they would want to. So they end up just, you feel me, masturbating and becoming addicted to that shit, bro. Just over time, nigga. That's like a huge percent of the world, though. Like, nigga, you think that is normal? Like, okay, yeah, we like to, talk to women and enjoy just engaging with them, nigga. That's becoming like obsolete, bro. And it kind of started. I'm gonna keep it real. Like out here, like when we used to go to the parties and shit, we dancing with the females and shit. I remember years ago, motherfuckers was telling me like they was going to the clubs and shit in Atlanta and shit. They like, man, niggas don't even dance with the women out there and shit. They like, nigga, the females is on one side, the dudes is on another side. Like they ain't really engaging like that. Like there's been hella little shit that's been going on with people that have been disconnecting us, bro, from the way that we originally and naturally were just meant to be. You know what I'm saying? So The corn thing is just one of the main things that's disrupting everything. But like I say, even if you don't watch that, if you got an Instagram or Facebook, bro, it's a good chance you're gonna get exposed to some
Yeah, that's just like the
hypersexual.
soft version of it, right? The
Right.
triple X is the hardcore, the Instagram, the Facebook, the TikTok, that's just soft core, but it's still having that same effect, right? You know, where you see women dressing more sleazier and sluttier, right? When people thought of Halloween, Halloween was about dressing up, you know, cosplaying and giving candy. Now it's about dressing up in the sluttiest outfit as possible. You know what I mean? Overly sexualized manner like that. Is no one really thinks about the candy. They think about the eye candy, which is the chicks that had their cheeks and tatas out.
Yeah, and you know what? The internet is also making niggas hella shy and like feel like intimidated by these women and shit like that, bro. To the point to where they don't even try to talk to them. Like most females that look hella good, you'll be like, oh man, she probably wouldn't, you know what I'm saying, fuck with me. But she really dying for somebody just to get at her because most dudes be getting intimidated by the beauty of women, bro, because they feel like, oh man, she's so fine.
Bingo.
I ain't gonna even say nothing to her. But really,
And a
you
lot
could
of
have.
women are saying that now too. They're getting mad and saying women ain't coming up to me. I mean, men ain't coming up to talk anymore. Back then, even if a dude, you know, what I mean, even if he know he didn't look like some Rico Suave Chico DeBarge, he's like, man, I'm gonna still put my bid in. If she say no,
Yeah,
we've
she
all
could
been
say no.
rejected before. But now people are so petrified of a rejection that they won't even speak to a woman at all.
Yep, and then here comes the salesman mentality, man. Hey, it ain't about the million no's you get; it's about the ones, the twos, and a few yeses that you get that turn into the profits. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, the one who ain't gonna never ask is the one who's gonna always be denied. So you know, but Tutney's
Closed
don't seem
mouths
to
don't get fed. Or
exactly. But
head.
Tutney's talking about. He say Asian females hate Asian males. Y'all cannot compare sexually viable populations to Asians. Sorry. Asians settle for each other at best. They pick another race, usually white, as a first chance. Bro, but think about this. It is becoming hella popular for people. I ain't just only talking about Asians. I was using them as an example. But even so-called blacks, bro, all of us are not. A lot of dudes, bro, be really like damn near dumbfounded to the way of how to communicate and just talk with women, bruh. And you know it's a fact because look, you can look online. There's niggas that hey, you could pay me for this membership a month, and I'll tell you how to talk to girls and be comfortable. Niggas be paying for this shit, bruh. Nigga, it's
Yeah,
a nigga I follow on.
learn game to be a pickup artist. Just little
Come on,
goofy
bro.
shit. Like, nigga, what the?
How to even
Come on,
start a
bro.
conversation. Like, nigga, if you need a nigga to tell you how to start a
Bro,
conversation with
if you dress clean, you smell clean, you smile, and just don't act like, bro. It doesn't really take that much, bro. Like you said, bro. For every no you get, bro, there's gonna be several yeses, bro. So
that's a fact.
it's just
It's
yeah.
just statistics. Like my nigga, you damn near don't have a choice but to succeed to a degree if you gonna pop. Like, bro, I forgot who it was, but they like nigga, they made it a thing to like nigga every single day, nigga, they hollered at like 25 different women, nigga. Like 25 a day. Like they had a quota. Like, nigga, I'm finna try to knock 25 every day. If whoever say no, but I'm finna knock something. And then the ones that end up with stables, bro, it's like no, because it's like, bro, you got to think about it, man. We living in a time where, you know, extraordinary shit is going on. Like, bro, like if you really believe in yourself, bro, it's like you can see your cup is half empty or half full, but you can do some extraordinary shit, bro. Because a lot of people, bro, like nowadays, bro, they have low self esteem. So if you just got confidence, bro, that right there, you already won half the battle. That's just like, for example, me being an artist, my nigga, I have to be confident. If I get to rapping and I get on here and I'm looking down and talking low and I don't even believe what sound like I don't even believe what the fuck I'm saying, ain't nobody going to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm trying to sell clothes to you, B, but nigga, I barely even want to, you feel me, show the shirt that I made and shit. It's like, yeah, I do got a clothing brand, but it's all right. It ain't really all that. Like, nigga, do you want to wear some shit from a nigga who say it's all right, but it ain't really all that? Like, man, no, it's very normalized nowadays, bro, for males to be having and females, bro, to be having issues between each other, bro, because we all on this damn internet too much. Ain't nobody talking to motherfucker like bro, a lot of females and males will walk past each other all day, every day, and won't even say nothing, bro. And they might
And
be
John,
interested.
after your point, land that point so I can go to Big Rig, because the point you making is coincides with the last question I got.
Yeah. Well, I was just saying, like, it's hella normal. You know what I'm saying? And just because we are a certain way, do not think that this is the popular thing for the majority of people. Nigga, we come from a different time period. Niggas that's coming up in these times now, bro, they wasn't blessed with the same, shit that we was laced up with. You know what I'm saying? The understandings of just the do's and don'ts and just the numbers game. Like, hey, if you pop it at this many, guaranteed at least this one go. You know what I'm saying? They not understanding that. They hear the word no, and that crushes their whole dream of everything, and they quit. Like with me, I am resilient, my nigga. I don't just take no for an answer. If I want something, nigga, I'm gonna make sure that I put in my best efforts to achieve it. If I don't achieve that, it's gonna be something similar to, if not better or very close to it. So, at the end of the day, the pornography and all these little hypersexual apps and all that shit, yes, it's playing a major toll on the mind state of humans, and it's disconnecting us and shit. Like I say, man, we got to get back off the grid, bro, so that we can get back to reality and really appreciate life and each other for the way that we was meant to, instead of all this hit the like and you know what I'm saying, all that shit. Like, nigga, hit like in real life. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you really like somebody in real life, let them know. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, give somebody a compliment. You know what I'm saying? Make somebody feel good about themselves. You know what I'm saying? Shit, make yourself feel good about yourself. Tell yourself you love yourself in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? Man, get up, even though you feeling, kind of down or depressed. Man, put you a nice outfit on. Go buy you some new socks, some new underwear or something, man. Feel good. Take you an extra long shower or something. Scrub up real good. Shave yourself. Line yourself up. Do your hair in a new style. Try something. You know what I'm saying? Just live a little. You know what I'm saying? That's my message with it. But go ahead, Rich.
And Big Rig, could you just answer this question before I move on to the final question? Does pornography ruin men's ability to connect with real women, or is it just a harmless release?
I think it affects it. I think what John was saying was spot on, bro. When it comes to that, even what you were saying, bro. When it comes to even the women pleasuring themselves and shit like that, it changes it changes everything, bro.
Nigga, Riggs, not
Go
to
ahead.
cut you off, but this nigga Tutney's gonna say, yeah, lack of confidence because folks are raising pussies. That has nothing to do with corn. How old is corn, bro? Corn is hella old, bro. But yes, it do got something to do with that, because think about it. When you watching that shit, think about it. If all you ever watched was corn before you was a virgin, right? You never even had sex, but you watch hella corn, and you watching dudes that's about, nigga, 24 inches long. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's
They
gonna have
crown,
an effect.
nigga.
Yeah.
That's definitely gonna have an effect on you, because
And speaking of that, I knew like a white lady, so she had a baby with a black dude, right? But then afterwards, she didn't discriminate, right? So she tried to date a bunch of white dudes, and she said they would always ask, like, what was her black boyfriend, was he bigger than me, was he like asking shit like, yeah, they was asking shit like, oh, I bet he like hit you with the big black cock. Like they was on this type of shit, like worried about. So that stuff does have effects on people, bro.
hell
Like
yeah, yes it do, nigga. You
have an effect
tripping?
on you, but like, yeah, we speak in general. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we ain't talking about us. We said just
And then when you say how old is corn, back then corn was on like videotapes, or corn was on like the Spice Channel, so you had to do pay-per-view. Now everyone has an internet and a smartphone, so a kid
It's older than that, dog. It's older than that.
nigga magazine, nigga.
That shit was back in, damn near when TV started. You know what I mean? With you couldn't hear no audio. Like people weren't talking. It was just like that funny music playing, and Charlie Chaplin days.
Probably started with slavery, really, because they was making the slaves do all that weird ass sexual shit. They was
Yeah,
getting off
man.
to.
That shit been
Go
around
back
for a
then.
long ass time, man.
Yeah, it's been
It's
around.
very ancient, and I guess that's what he's saying. That's what his point is, that porn is ancient. So he's saying for it to be so old that it shouldn't really be affecting, I guess, from what we are saying. But
Yes,
I
it
don't
does
know,
affect
Ted. I gotta
people.
disagree with that one.
Yes, it does. Just like the internet, hella females see women with BBLs, that's affecting their confidence. So they feel like if they don't got a BBL, that they can't attract the high class dudes or whatever the
Shit,
fuck
we
the
had
shit.
Mimi on your platform the other
Yeah,
day speaking in the chat,
last
talking
night,
about,
bro.
you know what I'm saying, how they do it for us. Like, no, you all don't.
Yeah, y'all ain't doing it for us. Y'all doing it for you, nigga. You are the one that's sitting up here overly sensationalizing these BBLs and shit like that. Niggas ain't tripping, but
Hell no, your legs be looking crazy, but your ass is hella big. That's crazy.
you feel me? Motherfuckers looking all just cartoonish and
And
shit.
then
You
you
know
want
what
to
I'm
go to the
saying?
beach and put on a two-piece like you really doing it. That's
That
crazy.
nigga said BBL is not porn.
No, we're not saying that, but
We
I
not
mean it's
saying.
definitely a part of it for
Oh,
sure,
it's
bro. That's
definitely
why
a part of it.
that's how it birthed, was through
Yeah,
porn.
yeah, you right,
Shit,
nigga.
women getting their titties done was birthed through
Was from
porn.
porn shit, nigga. Hell yeah, nigga. You wasn't for sure. Yes, it is, bro. And what we saying is similar to it. It's fucking with people's confidence because people that see corn that are being exposed to it is giving you a false reality of how things are supposed to be. So it's making you in reality feel unnormal in normal situations. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's fucking shit up. That's what's fucking with the confidence of
This
males
nigga
and
B brought up the Spice Channel. This nigga crazy.
are you talking about the old school Latin? That was like the Latin shit, huh?
No, it
Spice,
wasn't
right?
Latin. Spice was like a Playboy, bro, but there was a
I
little
thought
stronger than Playboy. Playboy was a little
I thought
softer.
I thought it was like a Mexican like a
Nah,
Mexican.
Spice would give you actual porn shit. You know what I'm saying? But Playboy was, you know, kind of soft and showed women, you know, trying to be all pretty and glamorous. And if they was fucking, it wasn't really showing no penetration. But Spice, you getting all that.
This nigga said we are gravely simplifying a complex discussion. Tut, how are we simple? It's simple though. It is simple. It's not really even that
And
deep.
Malik done pulled up in this thing too.
Hell no, Malik
What
ain't
was
in
your
here.
last question, B?
Go ahead.
Damn, B done bounced out. But yeah,
He
Malik, he up in here.
Malik
He
then
just came
showed
up
up.
in here.
Hell no, this nigga. Where the fuck you been at? 'Cause we
And
was just
that's usually
riding
be around this time, like around 11 o'clock. So 12, 1, 2, about what is it, about
11
2
right
o'clock
now.
his time? Malik a late nighter.
Conversations with my guy. That's Malik right there.
Yep.
He said his convers. Oh, he said, greetings, gents. I would say it like that. I feel social media as a whole, plus these youngins don't know how to speak game.
Hey
I
John, could you
feel
hear me?
yeah, I hear you. You back.
Yeah, I had to drop down because my router went out, so I hopped in on my phone.
Okay. Malik then popped up in the chat, bro. Malik then popped up at random in the chat, nigga, just out of nowhere. Nigga, all the shit that niggas been talking about, and he pop up now and shit at the end and shit.
Bro, at the end. So here, let me pull this down too. Yeah, so I know y'all was cooking. I wonder what Malik has to say. Even Ted Nees is damn near siding with Malik, so that's wild.
This is
Yeah,
crazy. They
Ted ain't
tagged us.
feeling our last segment, but your phone is pretty high powered, bro. It's crazy. You come in on your phone and your audio is like on 10, bro.
What is this? An ode to androids, Riggs?
No, I'm just saying, like when B's on his phone, like that mic is fucking crazy on there, bro. I don't know what kind of droid he
Dog,
got, but
I ain't gonna lie, nigga. The Android Samsung need to give you niggas a deal, nigga. How you niggas be y'all niggas need to be getting paid for this shit. I ain't gonna lie, nigga. Riggs is a fucking advocate for the droid. Nigga,
oh, you think I'm like giving him props or something? I'm actually trying to tell him to turn this shit down, bro. Like I'm
oh,
not.
it's too loud. Oh no, he
Yeah, his
always
shit
cut his
loud as
phone
hell.
down.
When he come in on his phone, that motherfucker is
Yeah, he
police
do.
academy, nigga.
No, the phone already be automatically buzzed in, so you feel me? I gotta go
Like
try
I
to
got a
adjust
head,
the setting.
I got a little, you know, these earbuds in, bro. This nigga sound like he hella 3D, my nigga, like
Shit
in my
vibrate my
ear,
hand.
bro.
I'm holding my phone and
Yeah,
shit
when he
vibrate
talk, he's
my.
like in my ear, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like fuck.
This nigga Tutney say, "Wow, Malik is actually making sense."
Malik didn't even say nothing. Tut, see Tut. I told you, Tut been around that sector shit, bro. He over here getting dangerous, bro. He gonna start trolling us and all kinds of
wow.
shit. Bro. He gonna start trolling us, bro. That's crazy.
Touch, you was a real one, man. Don't go
He
out.
gonna
Bro.
start trolling us.
Don't go
he
out.
just said
Touch.
Malik over here actually making sense. Malik ain't said a motherfucking thing. This is crazy.
Yeah, this is crazy. He
This
was
is
almost held me,
crazy,
nigga,
man.
like 2 episodes ago, nigga. Everything Malik was saying, he was on him, nigga. I'm
Yeah,
talking about everything.
Malik couldn't even fucking breathe, nigga. He was like, hold on, bro. What the fuck you breathing for?
Hey, he was on that nigga top. Oh, B didn't drop down again, nigga. And this is crazy.
Yeah, he having issues.
No, my bad.
Now you sound regular again. This is crazy.
I'm back on my computer.
Hey, hey, I need to clip last night when that nigga was on the live and that nigga said, "Hold on, y'all, you get it for a minute. I gotta drop down." That nigga came back so fast
in 10 seconds and shit, bro. Like that was like you didn't even have to say nothing, bro. Like that was
like
crazy.
17. It was like
you didn't even have
seconds.
to say nothing, dog.
That was crazy, bro. B, you
legendary
with this.
Hey, I'm about to get ready to shut it down. I just want y'all to.
Didn't you say you had? Oh yeah, I was about to say. Didn't you have one last one?
Yeah, I had one last one. I'm gonna pull this up right here, and that last one is. Hold up. Is social media making men more insecure? Right.
Yes.
Some of these men.
Yes.
Go ahead, John. Speak on that.
Just
Elaborate.
all around. Yes, nigga. Like if you can't see that, and I don't care what nobody say. Yes, it is. It's making men and women more insecure, but especially men, because we falling for the trap of thinking that this shit is real and it's not. Like, bro, somebody could hit the like button on your shit and really not even like you. A nigga could give you a compliment and really just be being sarcastic, but you can't tell the context of that by just reading it on your phone. So you really think you got real love and support, and you don't, my nigga. That's why we got to get off the grid and get back to real life, bro. And it comes to like our generation, nigga, you have to really be able to, nigga, be in the middle of the crowd rocking a cipher, nigga, like for real, spitting. You know what I'm saying? To be considered as what they call nice. Nowadays, nigga, you could just put out a video, you know what I'm saying? And the video could just get traction, and that can end up just getting a lot of views and interactions with it. And that would make somebody appear that, okay, this person right here is the hotter artist than this person right here who got less. But then when you put them same 2 people in front of a crowd, nigga, the person that got all the views and all that shit, they can't even, nigga, they shy. They don't got no stage presence or nothing. But the motherfucker right here who don't get as much traction or whatever just because he wasn't viral for whatever reasons it may be, nigga, he rocked the whole shit. So, and like I say, but then at the same time, the person who's really better becomes insecure because he's not getting the attention and the interactions as this person who's not as good but is doing it. So it's making everything upside down. The same thing like with the females, you know what I'm saying? The women that's getting the most views is the women who most thirsty for it. She's showing the shit, all these chicks that's throwing their ass and all that shit, they all getting hella millions of views and all that. But the ones who are still like prestigious and sought after are the chicks who are getting less attention, but you can't tell if you just going by the views. And that's why the females would be like, oh, well, you say you want a woman that's modest and that, you know, keeps herself covered up, but you looking at all these women, woo woo. But it's like, but this is what's getting put out there. That's why I'm looking at it, because it's getting put in front of me. And like they say, consistency outdoes talent any day. And it's kind of like that. If they're going to consistently keep pumping all this garbage in front of you, you're going to pay more attention to the garbage, because that's just how the system is rigged up. So like social media, it pumps all these stereotypes out there, you know what I'm saying? And like the term YN. The term YN is getting used hella much by all different nationalities and people from walks of life and shit, bro, because social media, bro, is making that shit a thing, bro. And it's really disrespectful, but it's getting said so much that it's like, okay, well, we can't even keep being too offended by it because we lose the sensitivity to it, because shit, it's being overly used, like the word nigga. So at the end of the day, hell yeah, social media is making men more insecure and shit like that, the same way it's doing women.
Go ahead, Big Rig.
And the question was, is social media making men feel more insecure?
Correct.
Yes. And only because and I just gotta call it, bro. Like, you know, these women and you know, a lot of them got, you know what I'm saying, boyfriends, husbands, or whatever. They showing everything, bro. They showing everything. They doing everything for attention, likes, and comments. So, you know what I'm saying? I could definitely agree, bro. I mean, me myself, I just remember, you know, when my BM, you know what I'm saying, was all on the internet and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, we would take our trips or whatnot. So, you know, I would sometimes tag her when we would be, you know, certain places or whatnot, you feel me? And on her page, you know, motherfuckers would just be all on her line, you know what I'm saying? So I can just imagine, you know, with these women, bro, that just, you know, just period, right? You know, men, you know, they're gonna be on their line, bro. So I would definitely say that it makes a lot of these men insecure and have an issue, bro. I gotta agree with that. Me myself, I wasn't necessarily feeling insecure, but the thing what I did though is I just nipped the shit in the bud, bro. Like, I just stopped fucking, you know, tagging her. You know what I'm saying? Because at first she was just like, yeah, you know, just tag me, whatever, woo, so I could, you know, repost whatever. Okay, whatever. But then when you start telling me, yeah, this motherfucker whoopty whoop and this and this and this, I'm like, well, shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm through with that. You know what I mean? I ain't with that bullshit. And you ain't got to fucking tag me or none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, I agree with that shit. Social media is the motherfucker, dog. And these women know it. They know they get all the attention, bro. I done sent you shit be to where these women are not beautiful or fine in no type of way, bro. And then you just see the comments that these men are leaving these women, bro. And then you see the amount of followers that these women have, bro. And it's insane. It's insane. So just think though, you know, you got your woman on here or whatnot, and she, man, hell yeah, dog. Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Hey.
I like the way y'all answered that. And just before we wrap up, because Malik ain't feeling the love, but Malik, nigga, we about to shut it down, bro. You always come at the last minute.
And why
That
would he
nigga
say
said
somebody's
one-
ignoring him, bro? Like,
Nigga, he had made one
we
comment.
just said, yeah, you said something. We acknowledged you, but you know, Malik, he be trolling, bro. So you can't really take everything what he's saying. You know what I mean? It's almost like a derailment, is what I'm kind of starting to catch on with when Malik be speaking, because
it's a tactic,
ain't nobody ignoring that nigga, bro. We done spoke, and last
like
time he
you
did
and-
this shit, we
and
dropped the
Teddy
link and the nigga
bonding,
didn't come
right?
up.
Him and Tutney's bonding. You should be happy with that, bro.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
friends now.
cut-
You know
cut
what I'm
it up.
saying? Is Houdini playing in the background? Friends. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
man,
of us
how
have
many
them.
of us have them?
I'm just saying though.
But just like y'all was saying though, in terms of the social media making people insecure, but as men we're talking about us, but like the social media, it gives dopamine and basically validation loops, right? So your algorithm is going to, you know, if you like a bunch of BBLs, you know, your algorithm is gonna, you know, inundate you with that. So it becomes a validation loop, and it's a certain level of dopamine. Every like, every comment is releasing a bit of dopamine. There's unrealistic beauty and lifestyle standards, right? You see all of these people on, and you think that, man, you know, you start feeling insecure about your dad bod because they keep showing a bunch of dudes with six packs coming across your timeline, and then there's some chicks in the comments, and you like, damn, like I slid in her DM and she ain't comment back. You know what I mean? Some of these dudes get insecure over that. There's also FOMO, the fear of missing out. You know, people go on these exotic trips in Mexico and Cancun and stuff, and then you at home, you know, working your 9 to 5, and you think, damn, man, if only I had enough money to go on these trips and live my best life. You know, there's cyberbullying, these negative interactions, and it's hard to break that cycle once you come into that feedback loop of toxicity, right? If you see a bunch of booty cheeks and tatas every day, that's what the algorithm is going to feed you, right? And it's hard to break that cycle because it becomes addictive, and you you're almost socially engineered and programmed to accept this as social media, right? And then you become insecure off of, damn, man, you know, I got more game than this dude, but he got 1 million followers and stuff like that. You start validating things based on looks, likes, and, you know, like artificial boosting, like here, a blue check, right? So now you think that this person has more value than you just because they paid for a blue check. But we're gonna get ready to shut it down. So it looks like Big Rig already dropped. John, you want to go ahead and give us your closing remarks?
Yeah, shit. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to everybody for pulling up. I'm looking in here, man. I don't know what these niggas on there talking about. What he say? They was on bullshit for 30 minutes. They scared we gonna team up, bro. Speaking for me personally, I don't give a damn who team up with who, my nigga. Like, nigga, this shit don't even matter, my nigga. All out here wilding tonight, niggas. It a full moon somewhere over there or
Yeah,
something. I
they
don't know what
wild
you niggas
out.
on.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck what
you
you
East
got
Coast
going, brother.
niggas.
Yeah, y'all on some East Coast boy. We don't give a damn. With some whole different shit going on out here, man. I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. But this shit funny though. Shout out to everybody pulled up. You know what I'm saying? Shout out B-Eazy for having me up here. You feel me? Your shit always lit. Shout out to Big Rigs, you know what I'm saying? We gonna keep on doing this shit coming through with the panels. What you say we gonna do it like at least once a week, or we gonna do it on
Yeah,
each
we got to
channel?
do at least like, we got to do at least like once a week. Yeah, we can switch the channel up. It don't matter to me.
Yeah, do it like on each channel. But yeah, y'all come through because Malik, you could have came to my channel last night, nigga. We was over there, you know what I'm saying? And you could have, you know what I'm saying, chimed in on some shit, but you just caught it at the end now, so you feel me?
That's it. Yeah. Otherwise, I would have dropped the link for Malik, but like we about to roll out. That's the only reason why. If you would have came a good hour ago, you would have been up here with us.
No, for sure, for sure. But no, man, y'all check me out. I'm finna drop that It Gets Deeper intro video on YouTube. I was supposed to do it last night, but I got busy doing some other shit. I'm about to drop that tonight. I got the Cloudy Visions dropping at midnight. You feel what I'm saying? In like 30 minutes. So y'all just stay tuned, man. I'll probably go live tomorrow or something like that, or another day this week. Just look at the walls and shit, and we gonna post and keep y'all updated, man. Tap out.
All right, that's all you got, John.
Yeah.
All right, I appreciate that. And shout out to Bryce. I appreciate Bryce, Cloudness, Malik coming through late, Tutneys, Roger Meadows, Sincere, uh, who else? The Hood Table, Tay Sincere. So I appreciate all y'all from coming through. And yeah, man, I think this has been a fruitful stream. This has been a installment of the Grown Man Dialogue. Now I do got some visuals, but I ain't even gonna hit
Niggas
y'all
in
with
the
that.
chat trying to,
What?
bruh. We don't give a fuck. See, now I'm finna roast you niggas.
Who you talking about, nigga? John, who you talking about? Well, shout out to Roger. Roger is on the East Coast. He about to fall asleep. Tay Bay, I didn't even know you was still in here, Tay Bay. Last call, reporting and chatting from an undisclosed location in Northern America. Salute to y'all. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world. Y'all chose to be here with us, at least momentarily. And for that, I thank you. I hit y'all with a double header today. I told you it will be a doozy. But I'm gonna come back tomorrow and hit y'all with some more good game. One more again or 10 more again. But hopefully y'all continue to support, like, share, comment, and subscribe. It won't cost you a fee. All of those are free. Now, and shout out to the Brody in Vegas. I think he's still in Vegas. So shout out to Bryce. I appreciate you coming through. I ain't seen you over here in a minute, Bryce, but I'm glad you came through tonight. And my Wi-Fi was tripping on my computer, so I just hopped on my phone. So I'm not gonna hit y'all with the visuals, but don't worry, I will come back tomorrow. So without further ado, I'm gonna end this stream. Love y'all, appreciate y'all, and leave a comment after the stream if you like this. If you love the stream, Tell me how much you loved it, and if you hated it, then you can give me a mouthful. All right, I'm out. Peace.